There we go. Hey, Swouse. Hey, Dragon King. The Toby is up. Yep. Pretty much. Alright, so... we're here for the third run. Hey, Squidberry. Hey, GPS. How y'all doing this morning? It's still sung? Yeah, pretty much. It's from Honkai Star Rail. You're in right when I woke up. Oh, neat. I didn't expect you live now. Yep, morning, Marco. Morning, clone. It's 5 AM for you. Couldn't sleep due to a skull-splitting headache. I gotcha. Hey, Dariel on the YouTube side. How y'all doing? Anyways, we're here for the third attempt of this Nuzlocke. Although before we do that, we gotta do a recap. What time is it for you? It's pretty late. Yeah, pretty early morning. About to leave work in 15 minutes? Oh, well, I'm sorry, Squid. Well, I hope you enjoy what you can. For you, it's 11:45. I gotcha. Anyways, you should be asleep, but you're up for some reason. Yeah, I feel that. Anyways, so... let me go and get some explanation here. The Taupe stream is here? Yes, it is, Shivo. How you doing? Hey, Red Runner, how you doing? Hey, Cowdery. Anyway, so... let's explain... we're running. You're about to head to sleep? Oh, well, I'm sorry, Scissor. Anyways, let me go ahead and explain. You got another shift at 6 PM? Jesus. You gone full gray, I see? Yeah. So, have a good stream? I will try. First stream of you for me, it's currently 5:45 for you. Oh, well, alrighty then, John Wick. Well, I hope you enjoyed. Anyways, so, I was spitting in my trash can. Anyways, I explain what we're doing. So, we're here for... I lost the attempt right at the Elite Four in our second attempt, and I got back to where it was, and now we gotta do a recap. And that's exactly what we're gonna do with the amount of footage I have piled up. Yeah, because you currently dog-sitting your parents' puppy while they're on vacation. Little pup won't lay asleep. So we late? I guess you could. Yeah, late, early, whatever you want to call it. No. Anyways, so here's the thing about this run that we're gonna start off with. So we got the shiny. We got the shiny Poipole as our starter this time. So yeah. Spent about like 40 minutes resetting to get that. You lost at the end, yeah. But for this run, I said, fuck it, I'll get the shiny. And, took like 40 minutes trying to soft reset to get it. But, yeah, shiny Poipole as a starter. So, that's pretty neat. And then, after that, hold on, just turn this down. No. But, yeah. Get that, and then, yeah, I'm playing this through, I edited a whole thing. And, you know, I go through all this, all the plot. We work for the Ultra Recon Squad, and then, yeah. Hey, Bluesy, how you doing? We get to the Ultra Recon Squad, we get our starter, rename it Noob as usual, because Noob wanted to be that, and I'm like, yeah, there you go. Then we go through getting our encounters. The way we get our encounters in this game is through, roles, because there's, like, multiple because encounters in this is kind of weird for a, doing a Nuzlocke, because, like, you basically see, like, a whole group of 6 of these, and, you know what, hold on, here, you know what, here, I'll even show you, hold on, let me put, here, I'll even show you how the thing goes, for anyone who doesn't remember how we did it. Let me get out of here first. Yeah, let me go, let me get out. You leaving, though? I got work soon, just want to say I don't miss y'all. Alright, well, you have a good night, then, Zeta. Yeah, let me show you how the encounters work in this, and how I did it specifically. Let me go back. You're really fast? Yeah, I'm got speed up in this game, so yeah, that helps. But yeah, let me show you how the thing works in this. No. Let me get down. Yeah. So you open the radar, and you have your encounters open like this. There's no actual routes or anything, so what we did was basically... you get to choose from one of the 6 at random. It's basically dice roll. You get from 1 to 6, and that'll determine determine your encounter and everything. Now let me go back to the place with the chill music, so we can actually have better chill music. Because I like the Honkai Star Rail one more than that. So yeah, let me go put that back. Jeff says hi. I'll tell him I said hi too. Yeah. Anyways, but yeah, that's how we determine our encounters, and that's how we. So yeah. And the first encounter I got was a Patello, which, yeah, I don't know what to say. Named it Herba, yeah. Then we got our second encounter, Friggy-Backs, which I named it Suisse, yes, after the VTuber. And here's what another thing I did for encounters. And that was see, you can actually get all the way fully evolved things at the start, and these things are like level 60 and everything, and I was like, that kind of fucks it up. But I decided to be like, you know, if I can get a weaker version of it, like a lower level version of it, like, for example, I don't know, a slack off for it instead of the catching a straight up slacking, I said, you know what, I'll just let that work. Alright, instead of catch a slacking, I'll catch his free stage, and then, you know, count it as encounter. That's how I decided to do. I think that's pretty fair to do that instead of just, you know, waiting until I can get it or just re-rolling. And if you don't like that, how me doing it that way, that's not my issue. Yeah. So yeah, if you don't like it, tough shit. That's how how I did it now. Named it Lazy Bee and all that again. So yeah. And then we got our next encounter, which was Gotharita, but that's level 30, and the level limit's 10, so I just got the Gothita that you can all get access to again. So yeah, there we go. Got Gothita, named it Lufa. Then we got our next encounter, Tepig, right there. There. And named it John Ham. I don't know why I named it John Ham, it just works. Don't worry, it gets a promotion later. Then I got the next encounter, Hatena, right there. Yep. They named her Esper, yeah. And yes, we're going by this quickly, yeah. Then we got our next encounter, Sinisty, right there. There you go. Named it Fantium. John Ham, yeah. We named it John Ham, why not? Next encounter, Venonat, right there. Fuzzball. I was about to name it Fuzzy, ended up naming it Fuzzball. One of my favorite Pokemon. I know it's not good, but I like it. Shaved out the mohawk, the bleach, and I just realized my thing isn't showing. I've been going through this, but it hasn't been showing. I'm a fucking idiot. Yeah. Like, how long has it been since it hasn't showing? I'm a fucking idiot. I've been presenting this and the shit hasn't even been on screen. I gotta go through this shit again. Yeah, first encounter, Patello, right there. There, name it fucking Herba. Don't we just listen off names? Yeah. Third encounter, Friggybax, right there. We named it Suisei, right after the VTuber, yes. Fourth encounter, it was supposed to be a level 62 slacking, but that's too high, and the level limit's 10 right now. I decided to get its pre-evolve instead and just count it as an encounter there. Slack off, right there. Lazy Bee, there you go. Next encounter, Gotharita. It was too high level because it's level 30. We got a Gothita instead because it was around the area. We named it Lufa. Next encounter was Tepig, right there. We named it John Ham. Moving on. Next encounter, Hatena. We caught one there. There, this one's been named Esper. There you go. Next one is Sinisty right there. We called it and named it Fantia. There you go. Next encounter, Venonat. We named it Fuzzball. There we go. I almost named it Fuzzy, decided to call it Fuzzball instead. Anyways, next one. Look, man, everyone here is getting each other's idiocy by omission. Yes, I know. Anyways, next encounter, Lotad. We named it Lotus. We hardly use this thing, but we still use it, yeah. Then we get to the first ranked fight in the game, then where we increase our level limit after that. We fought Zosie, whatever the hell, I don't know. Yeah, anyway, she's got a furfur with a whack-ass haircut. I tried to use Stun Spore, but Herba just cannot land Stun Spore for shit. Yeah, like, you think we could get it the second time? No. She just has horrible aim. But until she finally gets it on the third try, so yeah. And then we swap between this, and my stupidity is mine and mine alone for only getting 3 hours of sleep. That's fair enough, yeah. But yeah, Herba lived, but you know, I just wanted to get the paralysis off. I couldn't get it off for shit, but whatever. I eventually did get it off, so that was pretty neat. And then out there, I'm just struggling to see who I'm going to swap to, because I don't know who to swap to, because I got no fighting types, or anything with fighting moves. So yeah, I swap in the noob here. I end up taking a tackle pretty well, too. I just start spamming Dragon Pulse, because I got nothing else to do for this thing. And so yeah, I eat the berry, because I need health as much as I can get. And then I just lower its attack, because why the hell not? It's paralyzed. I start blasting it with Dragon Pulse more, because I want it down. I don't want to deal with this thing. I want it dead. This thing is bulky and hard as shit to fight for first thing. Then she sends out her ace, which is a fucking Spinda. Who has fucking Spinda as their ace? I don't know, but this chick does. But this thing's kind of clapping my ass, so I have to swap. Yeah. You had named your Gengar Hang Castle because Mystic Mansion didn't fit? Okay. Yeah. I'm out here struggling because, like I said, these, while those Pokemon are not particularly good, they're not exactly easy to deal with at the beginning of the game. So I'm struggling to be like, how do I deal with this? I go in the John Ham. Damn, I take a Dragon Pulse from Copycat. And I end up taking another one, because of course I fucking won. Eat the berry, then I start using Ember. I don't do much, but I go for one more. I'm hoping Blaze Boosted Ember takes it out. It's still on a sliver. Which, that's annoying. I'm just like, who do I go to now? I go to Suisei. Hey, take the tackle, and then, you know, just take another tackle, and then I just take it out with tackle because I don't want to mess with Dragon Tail or Icy Wind. So yeah, there you go. First fight's down, no deaths so far. So that's pretty neat. Yeah. Then we rank up. And then we prepare for the next fight against Diaz. Hold on, let me go back. I didn't have the team show. It was going a bit too quickly for the team I had ready for this. Hold on. Yeah. Yeah. And here's the team we have for the second fight right here. Yeah. Yeah. Here's what we got here, because Diaz is the next rank. At least you're not playing as Nari. Yeah, because you were getting too horny when you saw him, Bluesy. Yeah. Anyways, we get into the next fight right here. We have, and you know, we're actually using Lufa and Esper this time, as well as Fuzzball, because I'm fighting a fighting type specialist right now, this early. Yeah. There's Diaz. Yes, a lot of women in my chat simp for this dude, because of course they would. It starts off with Makuhita. I hit it with Psybeam, because why wouldn't I? I need something effective against fighting types, and then, you know, I just kill into Psybeam, so that's pretty neat. Sends out Riolu. I take a Metal Claw, because apparently it learns it early now, and it dies to 2 Psybeams, because of course it can tank 1. Why wouldn't it? But yeah, I do that. There you go. He's back to his Ace, which is a Cup Food. Hits me with Aerial Ace, because of course it's got Aerial Ace. I hit with the Psybeam, and then I gotta swap. I gotta swap again, and then I just go to Esper, and I'm like, surely I can take it out with Esper. Surely I'm not gonna get critical hit by an Aerial Ace! I didn't. Yeah. Esper wasn't enough to take it out, no. So yeah. There we go. We got to the ranked match, still no deaths. That's pretty fucking cool. Cool. Yeah. Yeah, we had the rank 3. We keep going more. I set up my team once again, because guess who I have to fight next now? You wanna know who I have to fight fucking next? It ain't that guy, it's that thing! The fucking jellyfish, Nihilego! Here we go. And I don't really have anything great to use against this. If I had a ground type, I'd fuck this thing up. But I don't got a ground type. I got 2 psychic types to deal with this, and it's doing too much damage. But I'm out here doing whatever I can. Yeah. Like, it's fucking up Esper, but Esper's putting in as much work as she can. But she gotta get out, because I don't want her to die, yeah. I would have, having Leech Seed on Herba would have been really nice at this point, but Herba said no. End up taking an acid spray from that, but I'm just like, I don't know if I can take it, because I just got my special defense lowered, and yeah, like, it would have killed me if I stayed in. I didn't, though. And then out here, I'm taking hits from it, poison hits, so it's not effective, because they're both poison types, and I'm blasting it with Dragon Pulses, because I need it to go down. I don't like this thing. I want it to fuck off, and, you know, I'm just going back and forth with it, but eventually I do finally get it to go down, because the thing decides to be a dumbass. So, yeah, there we go. And then it's down. I learn Charm, all that good stuff. And then, what else happens? Damn, I should have edited more around. Oh yeah, John Hamm finally evolved, so that was pretty nice, yeah. 0 deaths still? Yep, still 0 deaths, which that is also pretty neat as well. And then I get prepared for the next ranked match. We get to fight Solira's fine ass right there. That is a 100% smash for me right there. Anyway, she starts off with her Panpour, and I'm already having trouble right here. Because it's got Icy Wind, because of course it is now. John Hamm is now John Bacon, I guess. Not really, but you'll see. And then, you know, I'm still getting hit with Icy Winds. I paralyze it with Stun Spore, all that good stuff. And I'm low health right now. I may be paralyzed. I'm not confident to take another one. So I'm like, who the fuck do I go to now? I don't know. Like, who do I go to? Who do you think I go to? I go to Lufa, because why the hell not? And this ends up helping me out a lot more than I thought, because Icy Wind helps boost competitive. If you know what a competitive is ability that gives you +2 in your special attack anytime any one of your stats get lowered by just once. So it's pretty neat. Just do your best and conquer the enemies. Yeah. This is a recap. Well, yeah, no shit. Yeah. But yeah, I take advantage of the Icy Wind to get boosted Psybeams. That somehow it's still alive. And then it hits me with boosted Bubble Beam from Torrent, but it doesn't take me out, so that's neat. It sends out her other monkey, a fucking Pansage. I go in the John Hamm. I get paralyzed, sadly, which is very annoying, and I get paralyzed and can't move. It's shooting me with bullet seeds, yeah. It's literally shooting me. Hey, it's shooting the pig. The pig can take it out in 2 shots, which that's pretty neat. So yeah. And it's still shooting me, because of course it will. Why wouldn't it? It's an asshole. But the monkey's gone, and now we got monkey numero, what is it, Trace? I don't know Spanish, alright? Alright, you think me being part Mexican will let me know how Spanish, but it doesn't. As I hit it with arm thrust, it hits me with a headbutt, I hit it with more arm thrust, and John Hamm ends up clutching the fight by taking out 2 of them. He was the MVP of that fight, so yeah. Rank 4, unlocked. We unlock Surf now, and then I'm able to get more encounters that I wasn't able to get. We got a Lickitung in this area, so yeah. We caught it and named it Tong Tung, because... the fuck you supposed to name a Lickitung? I don't know. I named it Tong Tung, though. We got our next encounter, Steenie. Named it Dot, because I don't fucking know. I'm naming these myself. I'm not good at names. So yeah, get it in Steenie, name it Dot. We get Cursula, but I can't get Cursula because it's level 30, so I get Corsola, name it Tic Tac, and then I'm going to swap it into Galarian Corsola, because that's a thing this game lets you do. If you catch a Pokemon that has a different form, there's a NPC that lets you change it to other forms it has, so that's pretty neat. Yeah, speedrun, yeah. Here we are getting our next encounter, Wattrel right there. You're just gonna have to think that it is Wattrel right there. Trust me, it's that. It's not a Taillow, alright? We named it Kilo, because I don't know why. And this is where I go to change Tic Tac into Galarian Corsola. So basically just turn it into a ghost type. I basically took a Corsola, killed it, and now it's a ghost type. Yeah, there you go, because why not? Not really, but you get the point. Alright, so yeah. Because that actually is part of the lore with it. It does just straight up die. But yeah, I was like, I could just keep it as a Corsola, but I rolled Cursula on there, which is an evolved form of Galarian Corsola. So I'm just like, I might as well keep it in the ghost form just to stay true to that. So yeah, there you go. Anyways, we get our next team ready for this one, because this team is, because the next chick is gonna fuck me up. There's Basil's fine ass, and she is very fine because she's a hot ass tomboy, and you know it, the cooch grips, and I want it around me. Anyways, we're moving on from that now and getting to the actual fight. She starts off with a Roselia. I'm starting off with John Hamm, and I'm just going through that. It's a 2-shot with that. There you go, Flame Charge. And then, you know, then she sends out Dipplin. She's got a Grass Dragon type, because of course she does. So thinking of this, I go into Suisei, my Dragon Ice type, because I'm like, you know, Icy One's gonna fuck it up, you know? Anyway, but yeah, it has a Yachi Berry, so it's not taking that much damage. She really cryptic, yeah, we're not gonna breeze past that. Yes, we are. But yeah, it yeah, it took the Icy Wind from it having a Yachi Berry, which reduces the damage from ice moves. Should be 4 times effective to kill it, but it didn't. The second one should have, but it didn't. And you know what happens? I take a Dragon Tail, Suisei's dead, and there's our first death. Yeah, our first death is a fucking pseudo-legendary that never got to get to be at its top. So yeah, rest in peace to Suisei. She would have been neat, but there you go. So, yeah. You know, it'd probably be offensive to the actual Suisei, the VTuber, but she doesn't watch me, so who cares? She'll be fine. Actually, she won't, because she's dead, but whatever. As I sent in John Hamm to get the revenge kill on this thing, but it still has a Reflect Up, so it's taking reduced physical damage, which is pretty sad. But then I get hit with Dragon Tail, I get the Fuzzball, hit it with Venoshock, and then now her ace out here, Scovillain, which is a Grass and Fire type. Fuzzball is a Bug and Poison type. Fuzzball is not in a good position right here. Especially since I don't really have anything good to swap out into this. The best thing I got for this is Tong Tung and Noob. Other than that, everything else is kind of screwed against it, because it's too fast at this stage and a bit too powerful. And I kind of really needed a clean switch to do something good, so I made the hard move right here to just sack off Fuzzball, because I needed a clean switch, so I can get in the Tong Tung and take it out. So yeah. I was looking at the stats and everything, but yeah, that's not what happened. We sadly didn't get to do that. And yep, there goes Fuzzball. Fuzzball only got to take one thing out after being weakened, so rest in peace to Fuzzball, your sacrifice will be remembered. Then I sent out Tong Tung, the first time using Licky Licky, I flinch, and I'm just not doing... Tong Tung is just... Tong Tung was not able to do shit. I was like, surely Tong Tung will be able to do something, but apparently Licky Licky's moveset right now is fucking horrible. The best thing it had is rollout, and that's what we were able to do with it. So yeah, Tong Tung was supposed to come out here, be a bit of a tank, and do well, but Tong Tung's also really fucking horrible with its shitty moveset and flinched twice from Fire Fang. So yeah. And now I'm down half a team right now. All I've got is Noob, Lufa, and John Hamm left. But what do I do? So I go into Noob. It's Poison type. Poison's good against the Grass and Fire type. So yeah. And I take the Fire Fang, and then Venoshock just straight up kills it, which that's pretty neat. Because while all I really need to do is be like, can I take an attack and kill it? Yes, apparently Noob can. And that's how we beat that. So yeah, Lady Luck fucking us in the asking, pretty much. So yeah. So as much as I like Basil, and as much of I would smash her even after that, thanks. So yeah, that's how we had our first 3 deaths, yeah. But yeah, Noob came in clutch there and saved us. Hey, I'm the droid. Nova seems hard than Nuzlocke. Yeah, it can be. Noob being the GOAT right now? Yeah, pretty much. But yeah, we had our 3 deaths right now. Suisse sadly never got to live up to her potential, but she will not be forgotten for the very little she did. Yeah, and Fuzzball didn't get to do much either. Fuzzball kind of got thrown in a really bad situation, so rest in peace to him. And Tong Tung just got absolutely fucked. She didn't get to do shit, so rest in peace to her, I guess, for the absolute disrespect she got from Scofield. Yeah. Because, Jesus. Anyways, we move on to the next part of the story. We go into Ultra Force, and we have to deal with the Kartana there to get the Necrozma fragment. The Kartana is a grass and steel type. John Hamm is a fire and fighting type. We know how this is gonna go. Kartana's getting cooked. They're getting cooked. Yeah. So yeah, they're gone. Yeah, of course that's how that would go. Why wouldn't? Anyways, we go in to get our next encounter. Mawwow. Really good encounter. Named it the Maw. Next encounter, Magby. Also really good encounter. Named it Mars. Don't know why, I just did. Quaxley was our next encounter. Named it fucking Gyaraduck, because of course I would. Why wouldn't I? It's a fucking duck, and it's a good one. Next encounter, Roselia. Next encounter, Roselia. Named it Budsy. And then we got our final encounter in this area that we actually used, Fennekin. We named it Fox. Fox from Star Fox. Because I didn't know what the hell to name it, alright? So I was just like, it's a fox. I thought of Star Fox, just call it Fox. I could have named it McCloud, but I just named it that. So yeah, there you go. Fox the Fennekin. And now we have the team to face my favorite waifu in this game. Which is her, Giara. Yeah. Like if you think Basil's coochie grips, this one grips harder, and I like her. Anyways, moving on. She's a definitive smash, my favorite wife in this game. Anyways, now we're moving on right now. Do you know that the game Dino Blade released last night? Oh, name. Anyways, moving on to her Goldeen, which is a massive pain in the ass to deal with, because it has bounce, and I'm just trying to set up toxic spikes. But, you know, it's getting... But, you know, I don't want to take a bounce, because I don't know if it's going to one-shot me, so... I swapped the Kilo here, because Kilo's electric resist flying moves somehow. I don't know why that works, but it just does. Love how she's eating the lollipop? Yeah. Why don't you call it Foxy? Because I didn't think too far, that's why. Yeah. Anyway, saying this, I would love to stay in and, you know, attack it more, but especially with electric move, but this thing has Lightning Rod. Lightning Rod makes it immune to electric moves, and anytime it gets hit with electric move, it gets a special attack bonus. So that's why I didn't use Spark and zap this thing into oblivion, because it just make it stronger. But I do eat its Rindo Berry, which is a berry that reduces the power of grass moves, so I at least get a bonus there. And then what happens next is going to be some extremely shitty luck. Guys, I get hit with Icy Wind, but I tank it pretty decently well. And I set up the second layer of Toxic Spike, so anything that comes in gets really hurt by poison. And then I'm having to swap back into Kilo to take a Bounce again, because I'm pretty sure Bounce will just straight up kill Butson. But it missed on Kilo, and seeing that, I was just like, alright, let me swap to someone else. I'm going to swap to Herba. Alright, take the Icy Wind, don't take it as that well, and then, you know, I'm just like, I'm wanting it to run out of bounces, but it just doesn't, which is very annoying. So, like, I'm here getting annoyed too, so I swap back to Kilo to take the bounce again, and I'm health going down pretty low. So I go back, start the sing song and dance again. You think you'd have done better if you did a regular playthrough first? Probably, because it's a playthrough is just a playthrough. You get through this very easily, yeah. But, yeah. And then, you know, we're doing the same song and dance, because this thing just loves bouncing. It pisses me off, and Kilo's getting too low now. So I can't really use her anymore to tank hits anymore, which is sad. So, out of my frustration, I go back to Budsy, tank the Icy Wind, eat the berry, and I'm just like, you know what, I can probably live one. I can probably live just one. Yeah, no, I couldn't. So Budsy got fucked there, and out of frustration and forgetting that it had Icy Wind, I sent in Herba, and I'll be like, oh yeah, I should be fine. She was not fine. Herba is the opposite of fine. The two grass types we had and that would have helped us against the water type specialists are dead, and then the electric type, the only electric type we have to deal with water types, is on the verge of death. This is not a good state to be in right now. And all I have left is Noob, Tic Tac, Lazy Bee to help here. Poison, normal, and ghost type. Not exactly ideal against water types, but I go on the Lazy Beast, somehow outspeed the Goldeen, make it flinch, and then take it out with a headbutt, which that's neat. Then she sends out her Ace Araquanid, and I'm just like, oh boy, this is gonna be fun to deal with. I used Slack Off in anticipation of it going first. It did not go first. Apparently Lazy Beast faster, and I don't know why I didn't know this, because I keep forgetting that Araquanid's slow. Oh, the Skull villain was still in my head, that's why. But, yeah, apparently I outsped, so I used Slack Off for nothing. Took a Bug Bite, didn't do that much damage, which that was pretty neat. So, I'm just like, okay, let me use Amnesia so I can take Bubble Beams better. And then I healed up after tanking one very easily, but it's still doing quite a bit of damage. Not that great. I use another Amnesia. Well, she uses Aqua Wing to help her get health back, but it's not helping that much. And I heal up with Slack Off, and she hits me with the crit. And I basically go back and forth with this Araquanid while I'm letting the poison basically deal with it. And eventually, well, it does. So that's pretty neat. I basically stalled it to death. And then she sends out her Marsh Stomp, which also gets poisoned, and then it hits Lazy Bee with Power Punch, which that's not fun. Especially since I'm pretty sure the next one would just straight up kill. So I go into Tic Tac, because if Power Punch doesn't do shit to Tic Tac, because it's a Ghost type. Ghost types are immune to fighting types. So with this out, I'm just like, which one of these moves do I do that aren't gonna do much? I don't know. No, I'll just hit it with Astonish, because why not? And then, you know, it tries to put me to sleep. I use Endure, so whatever hits me with can't kill me. Which it wasn't anyways, because that was a crit. And then she sent out basically her pet, which is a level 5 Sphere. I managed to get that's not hard to deal with. But yeah, I somehow managed to get through this, losing 2 Pokemon in the process, but, you know, we did fine at the end. So that's pretty neat, I guess. Yeah. And there we go, get the rank 6, and then I go ahead and put Bugsy and Herba both to rest. Because, well, losing both of them sucked, but damn. Yeah, and I just cannot keep a Roselia alive. Yeah, so yeah, Bugsy could have helped, but got fucked, like, almost instantly. Didn't really get to do shit except Toxic Spikes. And Herba's been around since the beginning, and it's very little, but it would have been nice to keep her around. I was gonna try to get a Hisuian Lil again, but that didn't happen. Anyways, next ranked fight right here. We have our team prepared up. I'm using, yeah, and then John Ham got an upgrade. As you can see, he went from John Ham to Boss Ham. Yeah. So yeah, he's Boss Ham now. Because I like that name a lot better than John Ham, so yeah. Yeah, he basically got a promotion. And then, yeah, I also evolved Kilo and then used Gyaraduck as the shitty... I forgot whatever its middle stage is. I don't know. I don't remember what its middle stage is. Anyways, we're fighting fucking Ree next. She's the comic book nerd of the squad, I guess. She spends out her SQ. I just for now remember how this goes with its ability. Right now, it's got no fucking Ice Cube. It's using Ice Spear, but Boss Ham is... You know, he's tanking hits because it's an ice type. You're fighting a fire and fighting type. Of course, Boss Ham's gonna do. Boss Ham's a great name? It is. It's way better than John Ham. But yeah, basically just go back and forth with a slugfest against this thing. Yeah, apparently this thing's fast as fuck whenever it loses that ice cube. Like 130 base speed, I believe, which is like, Jesus Christ. She's sending out her Heat more next. I use Protect the Scout for it to do it, and it uses Dig, and I need to swap out. Because I can't deal with a thing that's using Dig whenever I'm a fire type. So I swap out the Kilo to make sure it doesn't hit. I hit it with Volt Switch right now. And, who did I go to? Oh yeah, I go in the Jerry. Because, you know, water beats fire. I take the Incinerate, doesn't really do much. Apparently it's Life Orb, Heat more too. And I take it out with Aqua Jet, because fuck the Heat more. And out comes more Pecco, and I'm like, how do I deal with this? Because even though I have something to deal with it, it does a bit too much damage, as you can see right there. Did half damage to Kilo, which that was not fun. So I ended up hitting with Volt Switch, doing a bit more damage than I thought I would. Go into Lazy Bee, because Lazy Bee's kind of pretty neat to have right now. Take the Electro Web, I try to put it to sleep with Yawn, after taking a Thunder Fang. And I heal up with Slag Off. And then it goes to sleep. I start hitting it with Headbutts, and she swaps her Ace Melton, which, you know, it probably would have been better, a bit more difficult if she had evolved that thing. Nah, I don't know how it evolves, but it would have been better if she did. But she didn't, so I send out Kilo, hit it with Electro Ball, and it just straight up dies. Especially with how Electro Ball works. If you don't know how Electro Ball works, the faster the user of Electro Ball is than the opponent that's getting hit with it, the more damage it is. And Kilo is really fucking fast. So, of course it one-shots her Ace. Anyways, I use Volt Switch on the Morpeko to do damage while swapping out. I go into Lazy B. So I can, you know, just take this thing out. It wakes up almost instantly, and flinches me, which is not fun, but I end up taking it out with the next headbutt, and that's Ree. Yeah. And Ree's gone. Why the fuck is she named Ree? What the fuck is Ree? Anyone know what the fuck Ree is? I don't know. Anyways, next thing we have to deal with is Pheromosa here. So, okay, in the Ultra Desert. She's out there, sitting there, and someone's gooning to her. Not me. I send out Kilo Wattrel, I take a Bug Bites. It's not really doing shit, and one flying move just immediately kills her, because she's frail as fuck, and also weak as shit to flying, because flying is 4 times effective, yeah. Anyways, encounters now. Neater and female, we named it Rena. We got a Tyranitar, but it's level 60 in this area. I went back to where I could get a Larvitar. I named it Goliath, because it's a fucking Goliath. I go back, get my next encounter, fucking Plusle. Name it Soliana, because after that one Pokemon Ranger that uses them. So yeah, get my next encounter, fucking Trapinch. I finally get to use Flygon in one. Named it Flapper, because I suck at names. Got Citadel next. There you go. I named it Moby, because Moby Huge or some shit. I go back and get some encounters I didn't get yet. Gyarados. I go back and catch a Gyarados. Named it Flush. Then I get my last encounter that I could get in the Ultra Deep Sea. Swilus, level 50. I know, my level cap's level 32 right now, but guess what? I still fucking caught it. Renegade the Swilus. There you go. That's a future Hydreigon waiting to be made. Anyways, here's my team for the next fight, which is an electric type specialist. So yeah. And we fight Sataria's fine ass right there, who's also Smash. Yep. They got a lot of waifus in this game. She sends out her Alolan Golem. I hit it with Trop Kick because it lower its health and all that. And then I use Stealth Rocks. I get rid of it with Rapid Spin, and then I take the Galvanize Self-Destruct very easily because, well, it's -1 and dot resist it because grass resists electric for some reason. You know, Pokemon after Moby Huge, crazy work. I mean, yeah, I mean, it is a Ice Whale, so yeah. Anyways, she sent out her next Pokemon, Arctozolt. This thing's a bitch and a half to deal with, but I just go, swap into Mars the Magmar to go deal with this thing. And take a Pluck, and they get the Flame Body on it, which that's pretty neat. And then I just smack it with Lava Plume, and just melt it, which is pretty neat. Then she sends out Palmo, and I'm just like, you know what, I can probably just take this out with Lava Plume, and I did. So, yeah. Then she sends out Magneton. I'm like, I'm really on a roll with this. She keeps on sending out Pokemon weak to fire. There you go. And he used Reflect instead of actually attacking me. So I get rid of the Magneton. Then she sends her Ace Vikavolt out. Also weak to fire. Look at that. And the only reason it lived is because of the Focus Sash. And I'm not paralyzed from the Spark. There it is. Mars is the MVP of this fight. Just absolutely melted everything of hers. Which is pretty neat. Her electric types have a big fire type weakness that she's got an issue to deal with. Yeah. So that's something she's got to deal with. Anyways, we get into the next fight with Desmos, who's a normal type specialist. I finally get some of Evolution. Boss Ham's finally Emboar. Gyarados is finally Quaquaval. Lazy B is slacking right now. And I'm finally using the Maul here. And then we go into the next fight, yeah. Hey, remember, how you doing? But yeah, we fight Desmos here. He sends out a Snorlax, I send in Boss Ham to smack it with Hammer Arm. I missed the first one while it's cursing at me, yeah. The Snorlax is swearing at me, and honestly, that's absolutely valid. I would probably be swearing at someone if they smacked the fuck out of me with a special move called Hammer Arm as well. So you know what? Valid crash out to absolutely be swearing at Boss Ham right now. But that's not going to stop Boss Ham from absolutely murdering this Snorlax, which he did. And then he sends out his Ursaluna. I protect, and I'm like, oh yeah, that's not his Ursaluna, that's his Hisuian Zoroark. And I'm just like, you know what, I can probably do something. It hits me Dark Pulse, I tank it, I hit it with Flame Charge, it's right there, it hits Hex, I'm still going. I'm just like, you know what, just fucking take this thing out, and Boss Ham does. Yeah, there you go. Took out a Snorlax and a Hisuian Zoroark. Let's fucking go. I protect this Scout, what it's gonna do, it's gonna hit for Sod, so I swap out to... Who did I swap into here? I don't know, I guess I'm about to find out, because even I don't remember how this all went. I went to the Maw, I guess, because Steel types resist the shit out of normal. Or maybe I didn't. Nope, I went to Gyarados. That's who I went to, yeah. I take a facade, not very well, and I'm just like, I should not be here now. I go back into the Maw, so I can actually tank it and do some actual damage now. I go out here and use Iron Defense after getting the berry to raise my defense so I can take moves better. It's still hitting Facade, not as hard anymore, and I'm smacking it with Iron Heads that do way more damage than it can take. And then eventually I get rid of the dog. So that's pretty neat. And next up is his Whiteout. It's got a Psychic Deer thingy. Now, I don't know what else to say about it. It's a Psychic Deer. What am I supposed to say about it? Anyways, I send out Kilo to take the Charge Beam. Which, I don't know why it knows Charge Beam of all things, but whatever. I hit it with Volt Switch. It doesn't do much damage, but I'm able to swap in the dot. I swap in the dot. Tank the Charge Beam. I don't know why it's still going for Charge Beam, but whatever. Oh, hey Jasper. How you doing? We're doing a recap of, the Pokemon Nova Nuzlocke. Yeah, hold on. Let me give you a shout out there. That's how I did it, right? Okay, there it is, yeah. Anyways, yeah. Anyways, welcome, Jasper. How you doing? Hope your stream was well. And he's not playing as a twink. Yeah, I'm playing as Lamy in this one. Yep, Glib and all that. Anyways, back to the recap. Yeah. So, yeah, I sent out Dot. I used Power Whip to just get rid of this stupid deer, and there you go. And then he sends out his ace, Ursaluna. I hit it with Drop Kick, because, you know, I want to lower its attack and everything. And I don't know why the hell it used Earthquake instead of a Sod against me to at least try to do some damage. But it didn't, and it used Earthquake, and I took it out with 2 Trop Kicks, and that's Desmos, without any deaths. So yeah, that's pretty neat. I don't think I've ever gotten past him without any deaths before, but this time I did, so that's neat. Anyways, I get into the next fight, because if you don't know how we got here, we went to go get another Necrozma fragment from a Celesteela, and it's not fighting. We grabbed the Necrozma fragment. Necrozma ambushes us, tried to kill us, and now we're here. Now we gotta fight a Naga Nadel. Yeah, missed some of the woman's recap. Yeah, stream was a lot of fun. Remake was really good to give a solid 8 out of 10. Oh, neat. Yeah, but anyways, we deal with the Naga Nadel, which is Steel and Poison type. I sent out Esper, who is now a Hatchram now. Take the Fell Stinger, which did not do shit, and then just one-shot it with Psybeam. So that was pretty neat. Yeah. Anyways, we get our next encounters. We actually got a Riolu this time, so that was pretty neat. Named it Jackal. That was neat. We got our next encounter, Stunky. Yeah, we got one of this. I didn't know what the name Stunky, so I just called it Werst from the Russian Badger thing, after spelling it right. I don't know if I spelled it right, but yeah. 8.5 hours of stream. Oh, damn, Jasper putting in the hours. Hey, Barry Ryan. And then we get our next encounter, Jasper's beloved Lairon, which eventually evolves into Aggron. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what to name it. I just asked Jasper to name it, and he named it Galatine. I don't know what the hell that means, but it's probably Russian for something. So yeah, he has a habit of naming Aggrons after something Russian. So yeah, we got our next encounter, Cubone right there. Named it Rancor. Yeah, then we got our next encounter, Surskit right there. Named it Skirt, because I don't know what the hell I'm supposed to name this thing. I love what it evolves into, Masquerain, right there, by the way, but I don't know what the hell I'm supposed to name it, so I'll just name it that. So yeah, hey Barry Ryan, how you doing? And then we get ready for our next fight, which I forgot who the next fight is with. All right, it's Fora. Yeah, the psychic type bunny jester fucker. Yeah. Anyway, she said it starts off with a Jirachi, because yeah, things are gonna start using mythicals and legendaries now. I melt it with lava plumes, so well, almost, but burn it after setting up Stealth Rock. So yeah, I was told you already have a sub. You already have a sub. Oh, neat. Anyways, I take out her Jirachi, melting the fuck out of it with lava plume. Jasper doing the Glibglorb thing. Yep, he is. But yeah, anyways, she sends out our next Pokemon, Gallade. I can't really deal with this thing too well, because it's very specially bulky, but I decided to hit it with Fire Punch, and Knockoff does way too much. Your Twitch Philly now? Oh, nice, Jasper. Yeah, I cannot say the same. But yeah, after it does that much damage, it's like, who do I go here? I'm not really got any great, things to go out into. But, I try helping you get signed up for it. Oh, thanks, Jasper. I'll actually contact you for that. Yeah. Anyways, we go into Tic Tac, who evolved into Cursula now. Take the Rock Tomb, very well, ate that shit up. And then, was that during stream? Oh, well, yeah. And then I'm just like, what do I do here? I take a hit, get my, and I hate the fact that Tic Tac has weak armor. Is Jasper alive or something? Well, he was. He freaked me out. Jasper helping out the small streamers. Yeah. But yeah, I hate the fact that Tic Tac has weak armor. If you don't know what weak armor does, anytime he gets hit, its defense goes down, but for a +2 in speed. So, yeah. And, so Tic Tac's taking harder hits every time, but, thankfully, it's not too bad, because, Gallade is burn, and then we restore health with Strength Sap, and then just straight up take this thing out with Hex. Then Fora sends out her Farigarath. That's a name. And then I need something else to deal with this, so I go into Lazy Bee to deal with this, try to tank hits pretty well. It goes for Nasty Plot, which is scary, but I'm not backing down, and I hit it with Throat Chop, and almost one-shot it, and then I decided to take the +4 hit, I somehow survive it, and then I take it out with another Throat Chop, so that's pretty neat. Yeah, she sends out her Espeon next, and I'm not entirely sure how to deal with this, so I go into the Maul, since the Maul can probably resist everything it hits me with. I don't know what Alluring Voice is, but it uses that. And then I hit with Sucker Punch. I don't one-shot it, but it has an eject button, so it swaps from that. So yeah, Toby's been Twitch affiliate longer than me. He should be monetized. I literally got a subscription first stream being affiliate, so I feel it being a must help Toby deal with his problems. I can monetize. Yeah, well, that would be appreciated because that'll be a thing. But yeah, we'll deal with that later. Jasper, yeah. Hey, Christopher, how you doing? Doing an off-screen recap? Yes, pretty much, yeah. Anyway, she sends out her Mr. Rhyme after her Espeon doesn't really do too well and gets sent out from eject button. It uses Icy Wind. I tank that shit. And then one Iron Head, okay, not one, but an Iron Head and a Sucker Punch is enough to get rid of it. She sends her Espeon right back out. I deal with it with a Sucker Punch. And then she sends her Ace Malamar out. I'm just like, how do I deal with this? I'll go into Skirts to deal with this thing. And then, oh yeah, I'm having to take a Stealth. I forgot that Stealth Rocks is up, so Skirt takes half of his health on Send Out. Heals up with the Berry, and then you know, lowers attack with Intimidate. But I forgot this thing has Contrary. If you know what Contrary does, you get the opposite of debuffs. Debuffs are buffs, and buffs are debuffs now. So that debuff turned to a buff, and now it's +1 in attack. And then it's about to hit me with Liquidation and almost kill Skirt. And here I am about to try to want to use Struggle Bug because it's 4 times effective, but I don't know if I'm going to kill it or one-shot or not. So I'm like, I should probably switch, but I decided to say fuck it, and I use Struggle Bug anyways, and it one-shot. So that's pretty neat, and that's 4 right there. So yeah. What'd you say, Jasper? That being said, been awake all night playing the Halo remake, so I'm gonna go to bed. Have a good night, morning, everyone. Have fun, Toby. Alright, yeah, have a good night, Jasper. So yeah. Y'all hear about the dickhead eagle? Yes, I heard that. I saw the video, Swouse. You got the Hawaiian spread? Yeah. He's been suffering sweet karma for that bullshit. Yeah, good. Anyways. But yeah, that was Fora. We beat her. We beat the bunny jester, so that was neat. Got my rank up and my level limit up to 47, so that was neat. Anyways, we prepare the team for the next fight right here. That's the team we have. And we get the fight ready to fight Karo, aka Caddy's husbando. So yeah, the background music is chill as fuck. Yeah, I was hoping it would be. Anyways, he starts out with Skyscar. I start off with Moby. It uses Swords Dance, and I hit it with Ice Spinner. Yeah, you should have not done that in front of an Ice type. And then he sends out his Talonflame, which I will tell you right now, I had issues dealing with this thing, so I go into Lazy Bee, and apparently it's special attacking Talonflame, or almost special attacking. And, you know, I'm using Amnesia, but I sadly have to deal with the debuff Lazy Bee gets for having legendary stats, not being able to move every other fucking turn. But hey, Lazy Bee is still a tank and does have legendary stats still. But then I get burned and I don't have facade on this thing, so you know, now I'm doing even less damage because of course the Talonflame's gotta have Will-O-Wisp. So yeah, I should be doing double that damage, but instead I'm doing that piece of Kim Jong, which is not fun. But you know, I'm pulling through, I'm still going forward, and then I get crit, and you know, I'm healing back. I'm basically having an annoying ass back and forth with this damn bird. But you know, keep on going by. I don't know why the hell it keeps using defog every other now and then. I think maybe there's a secondary effect to it, one that I'm not aware of probably. That's my guess. Do I know what it is? No. I don't know everything. I still miss some things, despite playing this game for over 10 years. But you know, do what you can, I guess. Yeah. But yeah, Caddy's husbando is giving me the ass-kicking of a century right now. And then, you know, I can't really heal up anymore because that was my last Slack-Off PP. Because, oh wait, no, that one, the next one is. Because Slack-Off's power points got nerfed from 10 power points to 5, which is really fucking stupid. But whatever, we gotta nerf shit, I guess. We gotta nerf. We can't have good shit anymore. Why not? Why the hell not? No. We just can't, and this fucker keeps on critting me. Caddy's husbando, thought that was Adamant. Well, this is one of them. So yeah, and I was able to get at least one more headbutt in from having to just, you know, stall on this thing. Like, it would have been nice if this thing was poison, but guess what? It's not fucking poison. So yeah, you streamed this? No, this is off-screen recap. Bluesy, yeah. So yeah, Caddy says Bondo, not too surprising, yeah. But yeah, this is an off-screen recap that we're doing, Bluesy, so yeah. Anyways. So, seeing this, I'm just like, fuck it, I'm gonna go into Tic Tac, it's gonna use Roost, I have Power Gem on this, that's 4 times effective. Surely I can one-shot it, it goes for Defog, then Strengths, well, as I go for Strength Step, it burns me, but Power Gem just straight up takes it out, so yeah. Next up, he sends out Brave Air, you're fine, Bluesy. It uses Brave Bird, does a fuck ton of damage, I don't like that. I hit it with Power Gem, but it's not enough to take it out. It does a lot, but it's not enough to take it out. So, I gotta swap out now, and I've got like 2 things to hit it with. Kilowattrel or Soliana. I go to Kilowattrel, and I just straight up kill it with Discharge, so that's pretty neat. And then Kilo decides to go off, because I'm fighting a Flying type specialist. I take out the Yanmega with the Discharge. Here comes the Togekiss. I take it out with Discharge. Oh, wait, I didn't take it out with Discharge. And then I get hit with Crit Flamethrower. Right, because Togekiss is big, bulky bird fucker. Yeah. So, yeah. So, that's sad. So, rest in peace to Kilowattrel. Or Kilo, I guess, yeah. You've been streaming for a bit since I was sleeping. Woke up not long ago, maybe like 4 minutes ago. Okay, then, Christopher. But, yeah. So, rest in peace to Kilowattrel. You're a fun bird, and I really like the sprite in this game, but that sucks. So, I send out Soliana. Now, you may be asking, why do I send in such a weak-ass electric type like Plusle in? Well, that's because there's an item in it that actually boosts its stats up, and I was just like, okay, this thing might be a pretty good glass cannon to use now. So, I send in Soliana. I revenge kill the Togekiss, and then he sends out his ace, Noivern. And I'm just like, you know, I'm gonna hit it with Nuzzle, paralyze it, make it slower, and then swap out. I can probably take one hit, but then I keep forgetting Draco Meteor here, and yeah, Soliana's not living that. So yeah, so fuck me, and Soliana's gone. Hey Cattywampus, how you doing? I was off topic, hope you're doing okay, Toy. Same with everyone in chat. I'm doing alright. Could be better, but I'm doing alright. But yeah, so fuck me, Soliana's gone, and yeah. So I just go to Moby and just take it out with Ice Shard because it's 4 times weak to it, so. Or at least I thought it would take it out in one shot, but it survived and did that pitiful damage right there. Pitiful damage. But I took it out, and then Caro's gone. And there goes Cattywampus Husbando. Yeah, he's dead. He's gone, so yeah, fuck him. For killing my Kilowattrel and Plusle, so yeah. Catty just showed up. Yes, I see that. Hi, Catty. So yeah, rest in peace to both Kilo and Soliana. Kilo was actually pretty neat. And to use, and Soliana got used once before just getting absolutely mollywopped, which really sucked, but what can you do? No. So, yeah. Anyways, we move on. We gotta fight Necrozma here, because he's pissed off now. Your cat woke you up? Alrighty then. Well, we had to fight Necrozma. I finally use Wurmst, and I basically just mollywop this thing, because this thing sucks against dark types. Like, it's just can't do that. So, Wurmst! Just basically mollywops Necrozma, yeah. You're heading out now, going to sleep? Alright, you have a good night, Mary Ryan. But yeah, so Necrozma's gone. Then I go out to get more encounters. I get Honchkrow, named her Mukuro. So that was because I like that name. Yeah. Then we catch out a Poliwag. I named it Polly because I suck with names. Next encounter, get him a Tang. Yeah, we got another pseudo-legendary. I don't know what to name it. I called it Jarvis because it's a supercomputer. Get up my next encounter, Carbink. Named it Twinkle because it twinkles like a little fucking star, I guess. So, yeah, I don't know what else to name it. Like I said, I'm not good with names, but I try my best. So, yeah. And those are the only encounters I got from that area that were used. And to answer Bluesy, I'm doing right. Just woke up, so time to see how the rest of the day goes. Oh, I mean, yeah. Anyways, we get our team ready for the next fight. I forgot. Who was the next? Oh, yeah, the fairy type specialist, Sophie. She is a smash. Yeah. Her thighs can grip me. Yeah. Remember Ares for Aegislash? Yeah, I remember. Sadly, I'll just go and spoil it. We didn't get an Aegislash this run, so that sucks. But, yeah. Anyways, we send out Jackal. She sends out Deanty. I nasty plot so I can get boost on the flash cannons, and then I straight up kill her. Yeah, I have a +2 boost. I take out the Heatherene. You're fine, Bluesy. Yeah, I take out the Heatherene, and then I get hit with Moonblast from Whimsicott, almost dying in the process, but I revenge kill the Whimsicott. Well, not really revenge kill. I just take it out for almost trying to kill me, and I send out Rapidash. And I'm a bit scared here because Rapidash is pretty fast here, and I'm like, will it outspeed Jackal and kill Jackal? No, it didn't. And then she sends out the next Pokemon, Sylveon. I'm actually afraid of this. I might have a +2 in the Flash Cannon to deal with this, but Sylveon is pretty bulky on the special side, so I'm just like, yeah, let's not. Let's just not. Let's swap into someone else. So I swap into the Maul, so I can do damage, and Maul's already taken a bit more damage than I would like. So, but I am able to get one Iron Head off, but Maul is too damn bulky. Or Sylveon is still pretty bulky, so I gotta swap Maul out. You doze off, I'm gonna go back to bed. Alright, have a good night, Cattywampus. Yeah. But, yeah, so that happened. So, I go into Mars to deal with the Hyper Voice, because the Hyper Voice is Fairy type because of its ability called Pixelate, which turns normal move into Fairy types, and Fire resists Fairy. So, yeah, that's pretty neat. But surprisingly, he's not super effective against Fairy. I think they need to change that. Fires needs to be super effective against it, but whatever. Anyways, Sylveon basically tries to drag this out with Protect, and, you know, Mars is finally taken out, and which I did evolve Mars into Magmortar. That was something I was debating on, because I do like Magmar more than Magmortar, but whatever. Then Magmar has better speed. Magmortar is a bit slower, but more defense, but whatever. Anyways, she said her ace is my favorite Pokemon, Mimikyu, and I'm just like, you know what, I'm just gonna hit it with Clear Smog, so I can, because I have a feeling it's gonna be faster than me, and use Swords Dance while using Disguise to set it up, and then I'm gonna swap out. I figured that's what was gonna happen, because if you don't know what Clear Smog does, it reverses it, gets rid of any stat changes or debuffs. So yeah, that's what I did. But it did not use Swords Dance, it used Shadow Claw, and there goes Mars. So yeah, Mars sadly died, which was really sad because I was really enjoying it. You have a good night, Cattywampus. But yeah, so rip Mars there. That really sucked. And I didn't know what to do here. You're fine, Catty. I don't know what to do, so I sent out Lazy B to come deal with this. After it finally uses Swords Dance, I hit it with Throat Chop, take a Wood Hammer, and then the Mimikyu killed itself because it's also Life Orbed. Yeah, so the Life Orb Mimikyu ended up killing itself. If you don't know what Life Orb does, it basically boosts moves in exchange for taking chip damage every time you use a move. So, yeah, the Mimikyu pretty much killed itself from recoil. So, whatever works, I guess. I got through it, so yeah. And Mars sadly passed away in the process, so rest in peace to Mars. May she find peace in heaven. So yeah, it was actually really fun using it, especially with how crazy she went in previous fights, but, what can you do? What can you do? As I get prepared for the next fight, and ignore the swarm right there. We never end up using that phalanx. Like, I'm only going over the encounters that matter, aka encounters I use, so just ignore that. The other 5 I have used. Yeah, that's the thing I'm doing with encounters. I'm only doing the ones that I actually use, so... Yeah, because I got a lot of encounters in this game, but I'm only going over the ones I use. Anyways, we fight the Steel Specialist, Flaro next. So yeah, or Plero, I don't fucking know. He sent out a Ferrothorn. I'm trying to one-shot it with Aura Sphere off Jackal, and it sadly lives on just a bit and sets up Stealth Rocks. Fuck me. So I finished it off, though. And then he sends into his Hisuian Goodra next. So I'm just like, okay, he's probably going to use a fire move, and I'm going to resist it with Flapper, and I'm going to take it out with Earthquake, because it's a lot weaker on the physical side. So, you know, one Earthquake should one-shot it, right? Well, here's what happened. I take the Flamethrower, and I get burned, which really sucks. If you don't know what burn does, if you don't know, burn has a secondary effect of having your physical attack. So, that Earthquake that should have one-shot right there, it does not one-shot anymore. So, Flapper was basically crippled on send-out, which really sucks. So I was just like, well, fuck me. Now what do I do now? I gotta figure something out. So I swap in the Poly to deal with this and take this Stealth Rock, and end up taking a Draco Meteor, but thankfully lived this once. But it was about time a Draco Meteor than just straight up one-shot something I had. About fucking time. Anyways, I hit it with Drain Punch, get a lot of health back and everything, do quite a bit of damage, take an Earthquake, and then just finish it off with Drain Punch. So that was pretty neat. He sends out Reveroom next, which I'm just like, how do I deal with this Steel and Poison type that's floating thanks to an air balloon? And I'm just like, might as well just deal with it myself. So I take a Gung Shot, which does too much damage. I break its air balloon with Drain Punch, but I'm not doing much damage, so I'm like, I need to swap. I go on the Jackal to tank the Gunk Shot, since Jackal's Steel type, and Steel is immune to poison, so... And then I finish it off with a crit Aura Sphere, so that was pretty neat. Then out comes the Genesect. Yes, he just has one. And I hit it with Aura Sphere, almost died to a Flame Charge. Thankfully, it didn't, so now I need to swap out the Jackal, and I go swap into Boss Ham to deal with this, since Genesect's a Bug Steel type. Take the Iron Head, and then take another one, and then finish it off with Flame Charge. So that's pretty neat, yeah. And then out comes the Kling Klang, and I'm like, fuck it, I'm on a roll here, I got Speed Boost, take it out with a Hammer Arm, and I did. Boss Ham's going nuts. Then comes out his Ace Aggron, and I'm not sure I want to deal with this, because Hammer Arm does have a 10% chance to miss, so I'm just like, you know what, I'm just not going to risk it. I'm going to swap in the Gyaraduck, tank a hit, tank an Earthquake, and then I'm going to take it out with Brick Break, because thankfully it doesn't have Sturdy. It does have a Rocky Helmet, though, but, yeah, what the fuck's a Genesect? It's a Legendary, yeah. So, yeah, Legendary Bug and Steel type. It's actually meant to be a weapon used by Team Plasma, but that didn't end up happening. At least not in the game, so yeah. Anyways, next fight. We have to deal with Buzzwole, because it's going nuts, and it has the Necrozma Fragment we need. I send out Skirt, and, one-shot it with Air Slash, because despite how bulky Buzzwole is, it still dies from just getting a sliver of flying powers on it, because bug and fighting's 4 times weak to flying, yeah. Anyways, I get the only encounter I used in the Ultra Jungle, being a Scyther. I didn't think I'd get one, but it was pretty neat to get one. I caught it, named it Alburn, and that was the last encounter I caught that I actually used. That Musharna and this Golem you see here, yeah, these were not used, so ignore those. Same with the Slow King there. Yeah, that was never used. Anyways, I'm going into a fight, the next ranked fight, and this one's a bit traumatizing because this bitch ended my first run right here. So yeah, so I'm a bit traumatized, but you know what? I got a strat here. I'm gonna send out Flapper. I'm gonna use Dragon. I'm gonna set up Dragon Dance, and I'm gonna fucking sweep her team. I set up 1 Dragon Dance. I set up 2. Then I set up a 3rd one. And then, you know, Flapper's almost on the red, but Flapper is +3 speed and attack. So I start going ham. I use Earthquake. I start spamming it on everything she has. Nothing can take a hit. They're all dead. The fight has been won. The fight's won already. There's nothing she can do to handle it. Even the Intimidate from the Overquill doesn't do anything. I'm still +2 and you're weak to ground, bitch. Take the Earthquake. Yeah, and what the fuck is this gonna do? You can't take the hit? And like, oh shit, right. There you go. I forgot. Fucking Focus Sash on the Slazzle, and Flapper's dead. Yeah, which that really sucks. I'm finally getting able to use the Flygon in one of these Nuzlocks, and it dies because the Slazzle has a Focus Sash, which lets it survive at least 1 hit on 1 HP, and yeah. And then Flapper's happily passed, which is really sad. Really sad, because Flapper was finally getting to shine after not being able to in the last ranked fight, and then fucking Focus Sash Salazzle and just straight up torched him to death. So, that was sad. That was really sad. But what can you do, man? Like, what can you do? So yeah, and I'm out here, actually, did I pause this? Yeah. I'm out here wondering what to do now. Just being absolutely, you know, gutter stomped that it passed. But, you know, I'm still here. I have to go. I still have 5 members. I bring in Jarvis, take it out with priority bullet punch, because it's on 1 HP. Then I gotta deal with her ace. It hits a powerful life orb boosted snarl, but I tank the hit and then kill it with Psychic Fangs. Yes, that is a move that Metagross can learn. Psychic Fangs, because it actually does have a mouth, and it does look like teeth, so that works. Hey, it's better than Zen Headbutt, because it's 85 base power, it breaks light screen and reflects, and is also 100% accurate, so I'm not complaining about the Psychic Fangs. But rest in peace to Flapper, man. He did so well, only to get fucked over by Focus Sash Salazzle. He would have done so well, you know, and has the benefit of having Levitate over Garchomp, and was basically the closest thing I could get to one, because I don't have Garchomp in this run, but damn, what can you do, man? So yeah, rest in peace to him. Anyways, we get ready for our next fight, which, next fight is, was it with, oh yeah, Miss Ella, yeah, which is also a smash, yeah. Anyway, she starts off with her Pyukumuku, and this thing is a troll, so I go ahead and Toxic it. And I set up Toxic Spikes too with Rena, because I want to have hazards out, and the fuck with shit that's swapping out. She swaps into her Tinkaton, which has an air balloon, and because of this, I taught Rena Fire Blast, and you know, it does a half damage, and in my stupidity, I went for Fire Blast again, except I said, hey, Toby, you dumbass, you don't need to do Fire Blast anymore. Its air balloon is broken. Why didn't you use Earth Power and take it out? I wasn't thinking. I wasn't thinking. I still thought the air balloon was active. The air balloon pops after taking 1 hit, but whatever. Now, anyways, I did. Anyway, so I end up taking out the Tinkaton, though, but Rena's really fucking hurt, so I gotta swap out. And then she sends out her Goodra, and I'm just like, let me go to Assault Vest Mawile. If you don't know what Assault Vest does, it gives you a boost in special defense in exchange for only being able to use attack moves, which I'm fine with that, because Maul doesn't really have anything else to help deal with this. I take a Skull, take it pretty fine, and I'm just like, I'm gonna hit it with Play Rough. And it has Flamethrower. I didn't know it had Flamethrower. So, rest in peace to the Maul. Yeah. That really sucks, especially since I really like Mawile. But, yeah. That really sucked. And now I'm out here panicking because I have nothing else to deal with the Goodra now. Because, like, seriously, you look at this and you're like, what can anything do with the Goodra? Jarvis could be good, but I'm not sure if Jarvis has speeds, and Jarvis still gets mollywopped by Flamethrower, and I need Jarvis for her ace on this team. So Jarvis sadly isn't able to do as well as I would like him to. So I'm out here panicking, and I'm like, fuck, let me go into Wurmst, because at least I can actually do something decent with physical attack. But, so yeah, I go into Jarvis, Wurmst, and I'm just like, you know, maybe I can, you know, do something, get a crit with Night Slash or whatever, you know? Maybe I can do that, you know? So yeah, I go for Night Slash, no crit, and then I get fucking blown back by Dracomir. There goes Wurmst. Yep, so I end up taking 2 deaths from that, sadly. Yeah. And now I'm starting to panic, because I kind of needed that for another one of her team members, but, I gotta deal with what I can. I go into Jarvis, take Stealth Rock damage, and I try to finish it off with Bullet Punch, but then she swaps into her Behem. The very thing I needed my Skuntank for. That's also dead now. And then it takes the Bullet Punch, gets poisoned, but now I'm just like, what the fuck do I do against Thing? Does it have Shadow Ball? If it has Shadow Ball, I need to swap out, because that's super effective against Jarvis. So after this, I'm just like, Miss L is kind of fucking me up here, as you can see. So I go into Skirt, and then once again, Skirt takes Stealth Rock damage, because I keep forgetting, oh yeah, I keep on Stealth Rocks are up, and I keep sending my 4 times weak to Rock types out into Stealth Rocks, which straight up gets rid of half its HP on send out. So, and Skirt's been taking a lot of damage from that. Twice now. There's a second time Skirt's had to deal with Stealth Rocks on send out. And I surprisingly had a and I'm so glad I unintentionally put a Citrus Berry on, because I didn't know what else to put on it. Otherwise, Skirt would have been dead, like the first time, and this time too. Especially since it's Life Orb Behem. First of all, who actually uses this Pokemon Behem? And why give it a Life Orb? I don't know why, but she does. Miss Ella does. And I hit it with Bug Buzz, because Bug is super effective against Psychic for some fucking reason. She sends out her near-death Goodra. I finish it off because it's there. And Pyukumuku's out, and I'm just like, how do I deal with this thing? Because Arena would be able to deal with it, but at the same time, I'm just like, you know what, I can get some health back with Giga Drain, so I'm just like, you know what, I'll just deal with it with Skirt. So I deal with it with Skirt while it's taking poison damage, while getting HP from leftovers, and eventually I take out the Pyukumuku. So that's pretty neat. Then she sends out her Sarina. I'm really good against this. This is why I brought Skirt to this fight, so I take care of the Sarina. Then she sends her Ace out, which is Nihilego, and I'm not good against that, so I go into Jarvis, this is why I brought Jarvis in, to deal with the Nihilego. Take a Stealth Rock damage and a Thunderbolt. And then Grass Knot. I don't know why she went for Grass Knot instead of Thunderbolt again, but whatever. And then I one-shot it with a crit, Psychic Fang, so that's pretty neat. So, yeah. And there you go, Miss Ella with, sadly, 2 deaths, which really sucked, because while Skuntank is not the greatest most of the time, the Mawile definitely is, and losing the Maul really sucked. So I'm gonna miss both the Maul, who was really neat for bulky shit, and I'm gonna miss Wurmst too, who did at least take out a Necrozma. But to be fair, the Mawile did not have Intimidate as ability. It had Hyper Cutter, which it kind of inferior to Intimidate, but you gotta deal with what you can deal with, I guess. Yeah. But yeah, that sucked, but it is what it is, man. What can you do? What can you do? Oh yeah, and then we deal with the Guzzlord, and Esper's a Hatterene now, so Esper finally gets the Fairy typing. And Nari's Poipole gets almost one-shot, and then Esper just one-shots it because Fairy's 4 times effective against Dark and Dragon. So yeah, good job to Esper, which is basically the Galarian Gardevoir, and has also been looted as well. What the fuck is a Guzzlord? This thing's a Guzzlord. That's a Guzzlord, yeah. It's a giant dragon dark type fucker. Yeah. Alright. But yeah, I dealt with a Guzzlord. Beat it in one shot from a Dazzling Gleam with Esper, so that's pretty neat. Yep, Hatcham collapse in this. Literally did not do anything. And we get the team, ignore Gooner Man there from the Obstagoon. We never used him, so just ignored that. And then we finally get to use Fantia, which evolved into Poltegeist. Yeah, that's literally its Pokemon name, Poltegeist. Get it? Because of the teacup? Yeah. But yeah, anyways, we fight Faba now, and here's how the fight against Faba went. So, Faba's a bit tricky. He's a psychic specialist, but Fantia is a ghost type. Ghosts are good against psychic, so I have a strat out here. And the strat here is to use Shell Smash and then sweep his team. But I'm not too confident in it because, you know, his team's a bit crazy sometimes. So I use Shell Smash and then I recover my defenses thanks to the held White Herb. I use Stealth Rocks and then I hit with Shadow Ball. And then I one-shot the Claydol. Then he sends out his Bruxias. This thing's a bit difficult pretty fast. And we just click Shadow Ball. And that's the Bruxias. And the next one's a bit tricky. Hypno. Very high special defense. And for this, we just click Shadow Ball. And then it's dead. Yep. And then out comes a Slowbro, which is also a very super bulky. Way more bulkier than the Hypno. And we just one-shot with Shadow Ball. So that's pretty neat. And then out comes the Alolan Raichu, which is also really fast Pokemon. Kind of hard to deal with. And we just one-shot with Shadow Ball. And then out comes his new ace. His ace is usually Hypno, but now it's Alakazam in this game, which is fine. And we just one-shot with Shadow Ball. Or so I thought, because it has a focus at it, and you're Shadow Ball! But Fantia lived. So we're fine. So yeah, Fantia just straight up made a mockery out of Faba. So that was pretty neat. Did I get any y'all there? Any y'all scared of losing Fantia right there? Regardless, Fantia's fine. We go into the next Necrozma fight. Right here. Which, I'll tell you what I used for this Necrozma. After, it got its light back, kind of. I finally used a Hydreigon in one of these Nuzlocks. So yeah, I evolved Renegade into a Hydreigon. Anyone remember Renegade? I sure do. I brought out Renegade, hit it with Dark Pulse, almost one-shot it, and it just hits back with this pitiful Charge Beam. I'm just like, yeah, no wonder they gave this thing made Ultra Necrozma a thing, because Necrozma by itself is pretty fucking pitiful. But yeah, 2 Dragon Pulse was enough to one-shot to get rid of the Necrozma, so that was pretty neat. And then we fight Ultra Necrozma, or Prism, I guess. So yeah, he even has that nice little animation in game too, so that's a thing. It's an Necrozma, and I sent out Tic Tac, because I put Mirror Coat on Tic Tac. If you don't know what Mirror Coat is a move that works on special attacking moves specifically. Basically, however much damage Tic Tac takes from a hit, Tic Tac will deal double the damage to the Pokemon that attacked it. And I have a Focus Sash on Tic Tac, and so the plan is for Tic Tac to tank any move from this thing and basically one-shot it with Mirror Coat. So I send it out, and it gets a boost from Psychic Seed and Psychic Terrain, and it uses Solar Beam. Solar Beam does slightly over half. I use Mirror Coat, and the Necrozma was supposed to die. Why is it on 1 HP? It's supposed to be dead. Yeah, it's supposed to be dead. Not living on like 1 HP. Especially whenever I don't have the best things to deal with it, because it's got a boost and attack, and I'm like, what do I have that can actually tank in a hit? Jarvis actually probably could have taken a hit. See, this is where I make a mistake, because Jarvis has an Assault Vest. Jarvis already resists every single move this Ultra Necrozma can hit me with, and it has an Assault Vest to deal with it, because all of its moves are special attack too. But seeing that, I didn't think of that, because I'm panicking right now. And since I'm panicking, I'm just like, fuck, maybe it'll use a different move, maybe I'll live it this time. Yeah, I'm not living that, and there goes Tic Tac, which really sad, especially since Tic Tac could have lived if I just swapped into Jarvis and just tanking the hit. Jarvis can take 100% tank that. And then I tried to take it out with Bullet Punch, but I forgot, oh yeah, Psychic Terrain is up. I didn't miss that. Psychic Terrain not only boosts psychic moves, it also makes everything immune to priority moves. Bullet Punch is a priority move. So yeah, I ended up taking a Dragon Pulse, but Jarvis ate it up. And then Jarvis ate up the Photon Geyser too, and then, yeah, like, see, if I just swapped into Jarvis, Tic Tac would have been fine. But that didn't happen, because I was panicking and wasn't thinking right, so yeah. So I lost Tic Tac due to my I don't think incompetency is the word to use, but I don't know, I guess my panic, I guess. Yeah. So yeah, Tic Tac did not need to die, but my stupidity and panic sadly ended up killing it, which is really sad, because I actually really like Cursula. I was using it quite a bit, and I actually really liked it, but Cursula is gone now, so rest in peace to Tic Tac. Really fun. I also really like naming it Tic-Tac-Toe. Like that name. So after that, you know what happens in the story. Ultra Beasts attack Ultra Megalopolis. We go on Ultra Necrozma, deal with them all. And now we go to Alola to find her mother in game. She depowers Necrozma. And now we gotta deal with Zygarde, because Zygarde's running amok on Alola. So I gotta deal with Zygarde, which, you know, Zygarde, one of the most powerful Pokemon out here. Part of the XYZ trio. And, yeah, we just sent out Moby to one shot with Ice Spinner. Yeah. And we get to see, this reunion of our character with that. Oh yeah, and here's what Lami's Alola outfit looks like. Pretty neat right there. Pretty snazzy, stylish, and all that. So yeah, looks like she looks like she's going to fucking Paris, honestly. That's what it looked like. She looked like some art hoe from Paris, but whatever. As we gotta deal with Zygarde again, because of course you do. Zygarde's a bit different this time because it has a Yachi Berry, so it actually survives the Ice Spinner now. And then it hits back with one of its most powerful moves ever, 1,000 arrows. Now let's see how much damage that did. Pitiful. Absolutely pitiful. Like, you're supposed to be like one of the strongest Pokemon, dude. You can't be doing pitiful damage like that to my goddamn Ice Wheel. You can't, Ice Whale. Like, the hell are you doing? Like, come on. Surely he'll do better in, when we fight him in his 70% form, looking like a Guzzlord, right? Surely he'll do better in this turn, especially with the Yachi Berry, right? Surely he'll do more damage. Yeah. Anyways. But here we are, but after that, we finally go into the event that allows you to evolve your Poipole. Because, it takes forever for you to find... Yeah, normally Poipole evolves the moment it learns Dragon Pulse from a level up. Like, that's how Poipole normally evolves. You teach it Dragon Pulse, it levels up, and then there you go. But, this one's special, and you gotta wait all the way till here till it can evolve. It goes playing around with the Minior, because they're all friends and stuff. And then Noob finally gets to evolve into, Naga Nadell. That's what it's called. And, I gotta say, I love the shiny Naga Nadell. Like, look at that thing. That thing looks awesome. Looks like a goddamn crazy-ass yellow jacket. It's cool as shit. Like, one of the best shinies that Pokemon's made, yeah. Definitely one of the best, my favorite shinies, yeah. Looking like a kick-ass yellow jacket. And look at that. And you even get to see it on screen. Like, look at that. That is a happy-ass Naga Nadell. Like, look how happy it is. Look at that fucking smile. He looks so happy. Yeah, he is so happy to evolve and all that. Yeah. Anyways, now we have to go fight Zygarde in his 100% form, and surely it'll actually be able to do something against Moby this time, right? Surely it will, right? Like, surely the Yachi Berry and the 100%... Wow, I didn't even get to finish. Yeah. So, yeah, see, Titan straight up fucking bullies Zygarde in any form it has. So, yeah. You ever have a problem with the Zygarde? Get yourself a Sea Titan and just straight up bully this fucker. So, yeah. Anyways, this game throws me a curveball, and you get to fight, Lysander, the Legend ZA version of him. I don't know why we had to do that, but, like, I'm gonna be honest, I thought the whole plotline in Pokemon Nova with, Zygarde around Alola was just thrown in so we can get a fan service moment with Necrozma. That's pretty much all I was really throwing for. You did have to go there to find your mother in the game, because, you know, your mother's lost in the game and you find her, but, like, let's be honest, it was mainly fan service for Ultra Necrozma. Then because people wanted to see a fight between Ultra Necrozma and Mega Zygarde. That's pretty much all it was, but whatever. Gosh, spit again. Anyways, we go and fight Lysander. He starts off with Pyroar, and I send out Gyarados to go deal with it. We take an Hyper Voice pretty well, and then one-shot it with Aqua Step. So that's pretty neat. He sends out his Noivern next, and I go into Moby, who is Choice Banded right now, so I can take it out with Choice Band Ice Shard. It misses the Hurricane, and Choice Band Ice Shard actually one-shot it for once. The Noivern finally dies and doesn't live on 2 HP from an Ice Shard for once, because it's happened twice in all of the Nuzlocks I did. First time being in the X and Y Nuzlocke, whenever it lived an Ice Shard from a Mega Obama Snow, and then twice from Moby. And then one time with Moby, but whatever. Anyways, he sends out Garbodor next, and I just send out Jarvis to deal with that, because it just cannot do anything to Jarvis. It does set up Spikes, though, which is not fun, but I take it out in one shot with Psychic. Thanks. I don't know why the hell Lysander got a Garbodor of all things. Like, why that? Why get the little trash Pokemon of all things? I don't know. Anyways, he sends out his Sableye next, and I'm like, I can use this as an opportunity to check out my new Mega Lucario Z. because you finally get the Mega Ring here, and I want to check out Mega Lucario Z, so, and like use Nasty Plot and sweep the rest of his team. So that was the plan here, but it used Will-O-Wisp, but that's fine. I'm using a special attacking Lucario, so I Mega Evolve, and then I get Mega Lucario Z, use Nasty Plot there, so I can get a +2 in special attack, and then I just look at the sprite, which honestly, Mega Lucario Z is kind of freaking cool, okay? I've also checked out the stats for it. This thing's a special attacking glass cannon. But, yeah, the Mega Lucario is pretty fucking busted. Yeah. But, anyways, the plan here was to sweep the rest of his team, but, kind of hard to do that when you get hit with Pranks or Confuse Ray. Granted, I hit through it and managed to one-shot the Sableye, but I really don't want to risk getting killed with the Moon Blast after hitting myself in Confusion. So, much I'd love to sweep the rest of the team with Jackal, I decided to swap out, make the smart decision, swap out the Jarvis to take the whatever it was about to hit me with. Oh yeah, it didn't even hit me with a move. He used Calm Mind. But I take the Calm Mind boosted Dazzling Gleam, and I take it out with one-shot Iron Head. So yeah, that's pretty neat. Anyways, he sends out his Ace Gyarados next, which is gonna Mega Evolve. I send out Skirt out here, finally sending it out, not in a Stealth Rocks. Once it Mega Evolves and hits Skirt with a Crunch, and does a lot of damage despite the -1. So I swap into Polly to deal with this. And I was confused here whenever it hit Waterfall, and Waterfall actually did damage to Polly, because Polly's ability is Water Absorb. And I'm like, oh right, Mega Gyarados is Mold Breaker. If you don't know what the ability Mold Breaker does, it basically ignores abilities. Like it just used Waterfall on Polly. Polly should not take any damage and should in fact get healed from any water type moves because of its ability Water Absorb, and that's what it does. But since Gyarados has Mold Breaker, it ignores that ability and does damage with it anyways. It should be healing Polly, but it's doing damage because of Mold Breaker. So yeah, Mold Breaker can be pretty busted in situations like that. But Polly is still a water fighting type, dealing with the water dark type Mega Gyarados. So Polly can pretty much tank this thing while also doing a fuck ton of damage, and that's exactly what happened. So Mega Gyarados is gone, and the fight with Lysander is beaten without losing a single Pokemon. And here's what happened next. So this is where we should be jumping into the game. But I'll admit, I started the Elite Four off screen. Again, I should be doing it on stream, I know. Oh, welcome back, Sweetberry, how you doing? But yeah, I should be doing the Elite Four on stream, you know? I really should. But I'm not gonna lie. Here's one of the reasons why I didn't. Is because, well, let me show you the save files in this game. Hold on. I have a 41-hour save file in this fucking game. I have 3 save files in this game with 30+ hours each time. Like, if it's not obvious what's happening here, I just wanted to be done with this game, because, like, I like this game, but I do not want to have to go through, like, 30 to 40 hours of getting all the way back here, because you don't see a lot of this on the screen, because I did a lot of it off stream, but there's a lot of grinding to do to actually, like, train up and get to where you're supposed to be good. So, what started off as me just doing I'll admit, I went in just to do a test run to see what was in their Elite Four, because I don't know everything. And what started off as a test run turned into basically just me finishing the Elite Four off screen. So, that's what we're gonna do. Like, it was supposed to be a recap to all the way up here, and then we do the rest on stream, but I was just so done that I just did it off screen, because, like I said, I like this game, but oh my god, I don't want to play through the whole thing again. There's so much grinding in this. Like, I like this game, I like the plot and all that stuff, but I don't want to have to do it again. I'm already having to go through all this a 3rd time. I don't want to have to do it a 4th time. I'm tired of EV training and all that stuff. I just want to be done. See, if I had figured out a way to unlock debug in this, it'd be different, but I sadly couldn't. So, but here's the thing. I may not have won this. You don't know if I won this Elite Four run. You don't know if I lost it. You don't know if I won or lost it, and that's what we're about to find out. Yeah. We're going to find out whether I may have won or lost this run. So, yeah. Anyways, I'm also going to be reading the dialogue here, too, because, in case anyone missed it. And then because all of it hasn't been shown on screen. So, yeah. Anyways, we fight the first Elite Four member, Mina, who's a Fairy-type specialist. And she goes, hey, and I go, hey. and I'm skipping through the dialogue because of how done I am with this game now. Guys, well, it looks like we get along just fine. My name's Mina. And here, let me introduce you to Tappy Feeney. It's Pony's island guardian. Once saved my life when I was little, and now it's become my trusty partner. I'll show you the power of those who love the ocean and its people. And then we get into the fight, so yeah. Hey, not me, how you doing? Twitch chat itself on you? Indie company? Oh, well, I'm sorry, not me. Well, I hope you enjoyed the YouTube side. Anyways, we get into the first Elite Four member, and you know what? Hold on, let me... Actually, you know what? It'll be fine seeing it this way. So, actually... I'm gonna be annoyed if I keep up. Hold on. I at least recorded the music for this part. Give me a sec. Coming into a part where the music in this game doesn't play, which I think I remember. Good old hippies, they look like nice people but end up being assholes. Well, thankfully that one isn't. But that's because she's not real. If she was real, it'd probably be a different thing. Hold on. There's no music here playing, or am I gonna have to straight up mute this? I really prefer not having to mute this, but if I have to, then... There's sound options. Anyways, we'll just do that. Actually, since we're doing that now, let me go back to where I was. So I'm just doing that. Now I'm just now I'm here wasting time. Here I was having an editing a whole hour-long video to doing an hour-long video to edit down and get through as much as I can as quick as possible, but here I am. Yeah. Basically, one of the reasons why I'm doing a recap is because I just want to be done with this game. Like, I like it and all that, but I just want to be done. I just want to be done with the game. Because, like, I've been through this 3 times. I've had to grind for way too long. I just want to be done. So, that's exactly what we're doing here. So, yeah. Anyways, let me turn the music off in this game. There we go. And it's at 0 now. Yeah, this game does look fun, but I couldn't play it. Yeah, it's fun, but when I'm replaying it, like, I had to replay the whole thing a 3rd time. I don't want to have to do that any more than I have to, so, yeah. Anyways, I'm going to turn the music back on for this, and we're going to get into this, so, yeah. Anyways, hold on, let me turn up the mute. Yeah, because I did record the music for the Elite Four run, so that was neat. Anyways, Mina starts off with her Tinkaton, and I start off with the Jackal. So yeah, actually, hold on, go back. Hold on, let me go back, because I showed my... Yeah, anyways, here's the Elite Four team I came in with for this whole thing. I came in with Jackal, the Lucario, Rena, the Nidoqueen, Renegade, the Hydreigon, Flush, the Gyarados, Jarvis, the Metagross, and Lotus, the Ludicolo. A lot of members in here finally getting a time to shine. Yeah, but yeah, I forgot to show this, so yeah. Anyways, but yeah, this is who we came in with, and who we're gonna hopefully win this, because like I said, I may not have won this, I may not have won this, I may have lost this, you guys don't know, but you're about to find out. Let's see how my run went. Yeah. Anyways, we start off with the Tinkaton. I Mega Evolve instantly and start setting up Nasty Plots as I set up Stealth Rocks, and then it hits me with Gigaton Hammer as I go for a second Nasty Plot. And after that, I go for Aura Sphere because it's Steel Fairy to one-shot it. And then she sends out a Rabombi. I hit it with Flash Cannon, but... Oh, scary alert! It's got Focus Sash! And Jackal lives on 3 HP. And then Jackal finishes off the Rabombi. So that's pretty neat. Then she sends out her Tapu, which is Tapu Fini, and then I one-shot it. Because +4 Flash Cannon. And then she sends out her Clefable, also gets one-shot. And then she sends out her Alolan Ninetales, also gets one-shot. And then she sends out her Ace Mega Mawile, which, pretty crazy and kind of bulky. And, yeah, just gets one-shot by Aura Sphere. So, yeah. Anyways, let me read the dialogue. Whoa, we lost. That gave me an incredible idea for a nice painting, though. I'll name it the Alien and the Guzzler. I'll think about a better name later. Yeah. So, yeah, that was the, that was the, first Elite Four. And, shit, what was I gonna say? I was gonna say something. Oh, yeah, well, what I'm doing... Yeah. Pimp slapped your way through that fight. Yeah, like, one thing I'd also like about this Elite Four is because, another thing about Pokemon Nova is that it takes 10 years past, the events of Sun and Moon and Ultra Sun and Moon, one of the two. It takes 10 years after the events there, and so that's why you have, NPCs that are once trial captains as the Elite Four. And they one thing I like is how they all have the tapu of each of their respective island. Which I thought that was a pretty neat detail. So everyone has a tapu Pokemon. And right here, I'm just out here just showing off that I'm supposed to stay around the level limit, which is 70, but I just want to be done with this game. And I'm already at the point of no return, because once you come in here, you can't go out. So I'm just like, fuck you. You know what? Fuck you. I'm just going to pretend this is like rare candies I can use in this. So I level up my Pokemon. Not too much, to an overpowered degree. I just level them up to 72, and I just keep going that way. And if you don't like that, fuck off. I don't care. We're doing it this way. It's my Nuzlocke. I can do it how I want to, okay? Yeah, just pretend I have a bunch of rare candies and came in here, alright? It's gonna be over after this anyways. Or at least that's your thing. Anyways, we go on to the next Elite Four member. This is who I lost to at the first run. I lost to Lana. And we're gonna see how I do this time, yeah. Anyways, here by my side is a legendary Pokemon set to be the embodiment of the sea itself. The mighty Kyogre. Yeah, it's not Kyogre. It's just a joke. My name is Lana and this is Tapu Lele. Even though it's really cute, it can be guilelessly cruel. No. And, yeah. Lana is definitely a smash, yeah. Anyways, I'm still in all intimidated by the thought that a Pokemon of the same species has accepted me. Let me show you what we got. Anyways, we get into this now. We get into fighting Lana, and yeah, she's a smash. Yeah, I'm straight up impregnation. Yeah, anyways. Of course, Blue. Anyway, she sends out her Cloyster, which has a Focus Sash and like to set up and also destroy. I send out Lotus because I know this. I hit it with Fake Out to break the Sash, and then after breaking the Sash, I use Energy Ball to take it out and one-shot it, because its special defense is booty. Not the good kind. So I take it out, and then she immediately sends out her Tapu, which is also shiny. I just realized that. Were they all shiny? I don't know. Regardless, she sends out her Tapu. I go into Jarvis, because Jarvis pretty much walls this thing. Because Psychic and Fairy is not doing shit to Jarvis. Anything Lana should have the Tapu Fini since he's a water specialist, but Tapu Lele is the Tapu of her respective island, so this just makes sense. Alright, she sent out her Primarina, and I'm just like, you know what, I can probably take another hit. I take another hit, and I one-shot it with Psychic Fang somehow. So that works for me. Anyway, she sends out her Wishy-Washy next, which I need to get Jarvis the hell out of here. I go into Lotus. And I take a Scald pretty well. I have 4-time resisted. I try to go for Fake Out right here, but alright! All the Tapus have an ability that sets up terrains. To guess what terrain the Psychic and Fairy type Tapu Guardian sets up? Psychic terrain. You know, you wanna know guess what one of the main buffs about the Psychic terrain is, folks? Fucking immunity towards fucking priority moves. Fake Out, the move I'm using right now, is a priority move. So I basically just gave the Wishy-Washy a free hit. And here's what happened with the free hit. Yeah, it uses U-turn and then swaps into a water bug type. Pokemon I can't really deal with Lotus. Totally buffering from sheer rage. Yeah, that's more so my own stupidity. Because I forgot that it set up Psychic terrain and I fucked myself here. Because Lotus is at a not-so-good 58 HP out of 219. And now there's an Araquanid hit on the screen. Which is not fun to deal with. So I go into Flush, because I taught Flush Bounce to deal with this specifically. Okay. And I use Bounce. It sets after getting hit with Liquidation, it sets up Sticky Web to lower my Pokemon's speed on send out. And lo and behold, Bounce fucking misses. I fucking hate that. I kind of wish Hurricane was physical, but it's not. Flying isn't physical anymore. That's Gen 3 and below. So I go for another Bounce to try to one-shot it. I hit it with Bounce, finally get rid of it, so that's pretty neat. And then Wishy-Washy's back, and like, I need to deal with it, not with Flush, because Flush can't really deal with this well. So, I'm out here struggling. Who do I go into? And eventually I go into Lotus. Hey Jay, I see you again, you okay? I'm doing alright. I'm doing a recap of this Nuzlocke. Anyways. So after Bounce just splash all dressed up. Yeah, except Bounce actually does shit. That's the difference. So I'm out here struggling on what to do, because I'm like, did I just fuck myself? Am I about to lose here? Am I about to get mollywopped? Am I? Because I don't know. But, like, I'm out here struggling on what to do, but eventually I go back into Lotus. Welcome back, Marco. I take the speed drop. I get hit with Scald. And, of course, I get burned on Scald. Why wouldn't I? Why wouldn't I? Why the fuck wouldn't Scald burn? Why the fuck wouldn't I? I'm already low enough HP as it is. Yeah. Since the Psychic terrain finally ran out, I hit it with Fake Out, though. So, yeah. There's Skipples Wonder? What the hell is... I don't even... Sleepies? Yeah, that's what I thought. Hey, Wise Man. Welcome to the stream/recap. Yeah. Anyways, I hit it with Fake Out to get chip damage, but oh yeah, it has leftover, so that chip damage doesn't do shit, so I just waste my time and take more damage. I hit it with Giga Drain to try to get more health back. It hits me with Skull, that's fine. I'm still in, you know, Giga Drain's not doing much damage. What I should have done here was Energy Ball, because at least it would have taken it out, but I wanted to get more health back, and Lotus is dead. Yep, we're only at the second Elite Four member, and I'm already down a sixth of a team, yeah. Even sleep the last 24 hours? Yes. But yeah, so yeah, there goes Lotus. I'm already down a six for the whole Elite Four, and again, I'm only on the second one. So I'm like, fuck me, man. I go on the Renegade, and I'm just like, fuck it, I'm gonna Dark Pulse this thing. And I get a flinch on the Mega Slowbro, which is nice. She basically throws her Wishy-Washy to the Wolves, and it dies to that. And then I finish off her Slowbro, and Lana's done. So that's pretty neat. It did not go the way I wanted it to, but hey, you gotta take what I can get. And I gotta work my way around, only having 5 members left for this, so yeah. Anyways, looks like Tapu Lily has taken a liking to you. Won't stop sprinkling scales. Yeah, well, I don't like it. You should go now before Tapu Lily fills the whole room with him. Neat. So yeah, there's Lana. Losing Lotus sucks because that could have been useful for other things, but it is what it is, and I must push forward. Now, let's see what happens with the next one. Do I lose? Do I finally lose here, or do I prevail? Let us see. And here we go. And who's the next one? It's Ace Rolla. Ace Rolla is the next one. She's got her Tapu Bulu, and yeah, she's a smash. Please win. I saw. Yeah, Ace Rolla started looking cute as shit though. Yeah, and yeah, that's a smash. Anyways, always a nice sports commentator, I guess. Yeah. Anyways, so she comes out, she sends out Palossand. Fun fact, that's actually supposed to be her ace, but whatever. I send out Flush, and what I was originally going to do here is use Leech Seed to get some health back while setting up Dragon Dances on Flush, but I forgot to do that. Oh, hey, you want to know what else I forgot to do with Flush? I forgot to get rid of Bounce for fucking Waterfall. I forgot to do that, so Gyarados still has fucking Bounce, but whatever, gotta take what I can get. And you know what? I'm probably not gonna need Waterfall for that. Are we smashing everything with what tits? She was fucking flat, Bluesy. Anyways. But regardless, I set up Dragon Dances. While it sets up Stealth Rock, I take a Shadow Ball. I Mega Ball, so I take the Shadow Ball better because I don't know why Game Freak decided to be like, hey, let's make Mega Gyarados Water Dark instead of Water Dragon finally. I don't know why, but I'm taking advantage of its Dark typing and taking less damage from the Shadow Ball because Dark resist Ghost, yeah. Didn't see the first one, but is this the Elite Four smash? No, because I do not smash the next one. Anyways, since Crunch is now stabbing everything, and I plus the Dragon Dance, I'm like, go for it. Somehow don't one-shot the Palossand, and that's because it had a berry to resist dark moves, and it hits me with Earth Power, but I'm fine. Anyways, I get rid of it, Crunch. So yeah. Anyways, the next one is Tapu, which this thing's pretty crazy, and it is a Fairy and Grass type. Flush isn't good against that, but Flush is +3 and has Iron Head. Bye-bye, Bulu. Yeah. Anyways, next up is Annihilate, which I'm struggling with this because Dark-type moves are neutral against it due to it being Ghost and Fighting, but I decided to just say fuck it and go with Crunch anyways. Let's see if +3 Crunch will take out the Annihilate. It did. Anyways, next up is my favorite Pokemon, Mimikyu. And for this, I go for Iron Head, and I one-shot it. Yep. Now, some of you may be wondering, how the hell did I go through the Disguise ability? Because if you don't know what Disguise does for the, yeah, no, Bluesy. If you don't know what Disguise does for Mimikyu, it basically makes it take at least one hit without 0 damage, no matter what you hit with it. And I just went through that. I'm not supposed to go through that. I'm supposed to break the Disguise, and then I'm supposed to get a free hit on it. Now, how did that happen? Well, that'd be from me going off of well, if you remember me talking about Mold Breaker on Mega Gyarados later, that's how. Mold Breaker ignores the Disguise entirely, so, yeah, Bluesy, don't be a crowley. Alright. But, yeah, that's why the Disguise, that's why Flush just straight up ignores the Disguise and just takes it out with Iron Head, that's pretty nice. I'll be staying with the YouTube side because I'm having issues with my Twitch account. Twitch says it's currently not supported on Android. Fucking stupid. That is stupid. But yeah, that's how Flush was able to take out the Mimikyu, and that's one of the reasons why I brought Mega Gyarados for this. Because he could have just taken it out in one go like that. Next up is Frost Slash, which has a Focus Sash, so Crunch doesn't one-shot. But this thing doesn't have anything that can deal with that. Supposedly Frostlass can learn Thunderbolt, but this one doesn't know Thunderbolt, so Flush is fine. And then Flush just takes out the Frostlass, so that's pretty neat. And then she sent out her ace, which is a Gengar. A Mega Gengar. Which, you know, normally Mega Gengar wins this, but, mainly due to speed and special attack, but I'm +3 Dragon Dance. And that's Ace Roller right there. Yep. So, Ace Roller was done pretty easily. And she says, heh, looks like it really worked. You're very strong. To me, Tapu Bulu is an amazing Pokemon close to my heart, but it's also scary powerful. What did the last bit say? God damn it. Hope you're happy with yours too. I sure am, yeah. Anyways. So yeah, we're down, we're three Elite Four down out of 4. Why are you speaking so fast as you did crack cocaine? I don't know, because I'm commentating on my own gameplay, yeah. You know, Annihilate is Ghost Fighting type, which are my favorite Pokemon type. Yeah, that's why Bluesy's like that. He's not being a Crelly. Yeah, he wouldn't smash that. I don't think Bluesy would smash any Pokemon. Anyways, we get to the final Elite Four. And I still have 5 up. I'm leading with Rena this time, so hopefully I'll do well. Yeah. And who is the last Elite Four member you ask? Not someone I'd smash. It's basically a rival from Sun and Moon. It's basically Hal. He's finally taken over as an Elite Four. Hey, did you know? Know what? I'm Hal on this Tapu Koko. It's known as the guardian deity of Melee. It loves combat, so at the festival here in Lola, we show Pokemon battles. I want you to hold an all-out battle with me that we can offer to Tapu Koko as a part of... If I could have a festival, let's go, yeah. Hard pass? Well, yeah, it's a dude, so yeah, hard pass for me, yeah. Anyways, we fight the final Elite Four member, Hal. And he just straight up starts off with the Tapu, which I'm fine with. This is one of the reasons why I have Rena here, because Tapu Koko is an electric fairy type, Rena's a ground and poison type. Basically just walls this thing and destroys it. So, that's exactly what she did. Took the Dazzling Gleam easily, and with Choice Specs Earth Power, with the ability Sheer Force boosting it even more, just one-shot the Tapu Koko. So that was pretty neat. And then out comes the Tauros. This thing has Earthquake, so I swap in the Flush, so I can avoid the Earthquake and get an attack debuff on it with Intimidate. And then after that, I swap over the Jackal, so I can hopefully tank it. I hit it with Body Slam, don't get paralyzed. And I'm like, I'm gonna take this out with Aura Sphere. You know, we all think I'm gonna kill this Tauros with Aura Sphere, right? 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 Not, yeah, he totally didn't just get taken out by... outsped by a bull with Life Orb and Earthquake, right? Well, that's not good. A third of my team is down now. Is the fall finally here? Is the snowball finally snowballing into a loss in this run? Isn't Tauros a fighting type? It's Paldean form. This is normal Tauros. Normal Tauros is normal type. So, yeah, but, yeah, I'm down a third of a team. Lotus is dead, and now so is Jackal. Now I'm left with is Rena, Renegade, and Flush. Why'd I feel like you were gonna lose? You will definitely see. But, yeah, things aren't looking too good right now. And I'm confused on what to do. I go back into Flush so I can get another attack drop on it. I used Dragon Dance once, because, you know, I figure I need a buff while I can, so I take the Body Slam, thankfully don't get paralyzed, get my Dragon Dance boost, Mega Evolve, and use Crunch on it. And then out Hal sends out his Incineroar with an Intimidate. Now, that would be fine, because I just go back to normal, because, you know, I use Dragon Dance, I just have a plus speed boost now, and I should be able to take out the Incineroar. You know? I should be. But as you can see, I forgot to get rid of Bounce again for Waterfall! I don't have water moves to deal with a fire type on the screen again! Because one of the issues I have is prepping correctly. Because sometimes I go into things a bit too head fast and everything, and I forget to prep the very thing I need. The thing I needed right here was Waterfall, so I could deal with the fire type. I don't have that. The only moves I have are Crunch, Iron Head, and Bounce. All moves that Incineroar resist or doesn't just straight up kill. So this Mega Gyarados that should be absolutely mollywopping this Incineroar is not doing that. Because I don't have a water move on my water type! Because I forgot to give it back after Lana. So, that sucks. So, seeing that, I go in Arena, because that's the best thing I have. Somehow, I don't know why the Incineroar used Flare Blitz. I don't know why it was going for a fire move against a water type. But it did. Rena tanked it, got burned in the process, but that doesn't matter because Rena's a special attacker. We have special attacking Nidoqueen, so the burn isn't really doing much. Revealing, you need water. Reveling, you need water against fire. Yeah, no shit. I just forgot to give it back a water move. So I take the burn, sadly, but I'm thankfully faster and take it out with Choice Specs Earth Power. Yeah. As next up, he sends in Noivern. I can't deal with Noivern. Noivern is faster than everything I have. So, But thankfully, I have Jarvis here, because thankfully this Noivern doesn't know any good moves that's good against Steel and Psychic type. And I've even got the Assault Vest on to help too. So I send out Jarvis to tank a hit, tank the Hurricane, sadly get confused from it, and I try to go for Ice Punch, and the Noivern uses U-turn, and then goes into Raichu, Alolan Raichu, which almost dies, but this is not good, because the Alolan Raichu resists just about everything Jarvis can hit it with, except for Ice Punch, but it's faster than Jarvis, and I need Jarvis to deal with that Noivern. So, seeing that, I swap out to Renegade, and tank the Thunderbolts, and then I take it out with... I decide to use Dragon Pulse and take out the Raichu, and then I take out the Noivern with Dragon Pulse too. Hold up! Some of you may be wondering, how the hell does a Hydreigon outspeed a Noivern? How the hell does that happen? Noivern has like 30 speed points above Renegade. Well, that's because Renegade has a Choice Scarf on it. Yeah. So Renegade just straight up outspeeds it because of that. If you don't know what Choice Scarf is, it gives you a huge speed boost for you only being able to use the first move you use and stay using that first move. That's why I used Dragon Pulse on that Raichu, because I knew Noivern was coming out next, and I wanted to outspeed and one-shot it. So yeah, that's how Hydreigon was able to outspeed it and one-shot. So yeah, it was definitely going to one-shot. It was just a question of can he outspeed, and he did. So that was neat. And then out comes his final Pokemon, Crabominal, which... Ice fighting type, not Renegade ain't good against that, neither is Flush, but I have Jarvis for this, because Steel and Psychic is good for Ice and fighting type, so I go into Jarvis. Now, and here's the thing about Crabominal. It has a Mega now. I don't know why Crabominal was given a Mega, but it was, and I take an Ice Hammer, I'm fine. And then I'm faster than this because it gets a speed drop. I use Psychic Fangs because it's a fighting type, it's weak to Psychic. I go for the strongest move I have. I hit with Psychic Fangs, it takes a move, and... yeah. Jarvis is dead now. And I've only got half a team left, and I've still got the champion after this. Yeah, it ain't looking so good here, is it? Anyways, I sent out Renegade to finish off the Crabominal, but, yeah. I'm not in a good spot right now, though, as you can see. Because, well, I have half a team left, and I gotta deal with the champion, and the champion has some pretty crazy Pokemon. Anyways, let me read this dialogue. You're very strong. No surprise they relied on you to stop Ultra Beast Gluttony. Guzzlord, Zygarde, whatever, you're strong, that's all. Yeah. Nail-biting fight? Yeah. I'm eager to see how far you can go. Yeah, it'd be eager to see, especially when, the top of here is all I have left. I have Rena the Nidoqueen, Flush the Gyarados, and Renegade the Hydreigon left. Jackal, Jarvis, and Lotus down here are fucking dead. I cannot use them. So yeah, I only have half a team left. And I gotta somehow figure out how to beat the champion with a Nidoqueen, Mega Gyarados, and a Hydreigon. I mean, granted, that team is fucking stacked, but still, I would have preferred a full fucking team. I have half of a team, and I'm going in a fight 3v6. And it's not going to be good. I'm stressing out, because I'm like, fuck, am I really going to lose here? I don't want to have to do another one of these. I could very well lose here. But we'll see what happens. Let's see, did I lose? Or did I miraculously win somehow? Anyways, this is the champion of this game. It's basically just a protagonist you play as in Sun and Moon. Celine. That's her IRL name. Or her name for the thing. As they're gonna say, hey, alola, alola. Yeah, they say, yeah, you know how Hawaiians say aloha? Yeah, they just straight up say alola in Pokemon, because Alola region's based off Hawaii. Yeah, that's why. Anyways, my bad, I zoned out for a moment. Now, you must be Toby. President Lucamine has told me he wonders about you. Came from afar and helped protect Alola from Zygarde's devastation. That's amazing. That's why I'm eager to have a battle with you. I'll be going full power at you. Ultra full power, even. Yeah, ultra power and shit, yeah. Glad to see you're so full energy. That's so exciting. Alrighty, hope you are too. And just like that, we get into the champion fight. Do I win or do I lose? I don't know. I feel like the recording is long for you to win. Hey, I could have made it. Hey, I could have made it like that on purpose, Jay. We'll see. How the hell is this going to work? You will definitely see. Let's get into the fight and see how I did. Champion Celine here. Let's see how this goes. She starts off with Toxic Peck because she wants to poison stuff. She wants to set up Toxic Spikes, but Toxic Spikes is useless against my team because Nidoqueen absorbs them from poison, Hydreigon has Levitate, and Gyarados is a flying type, at least until it Mega Evolves, so Toxic Spikes is pretty pointless, but she doesn't know that, so her not knowing that, I'm just doing it. Let's have some faith in our boy. That's a woman, but yeah. Nidoqueen's a woman, but yeah. Anyways, I go for Earth Power, then it swaps into Decidueye. I'm not good against Decidueye. I use Protect, and he used Swords Dance and make me freak out, because, oh my god, I don't want to deal with +2 Decidueye. And, we're already having issues with this. So, seeing this, I go swapping the Renegade, who I really need for this. Mate, you donut? Oh. Okay, sorry, Bluesy. So, I go into Renegade, I take a resisted +2 Spirit Shackle. Keep in mind, this move is resisted and it's done almost half health on me. That's not fun. But I take the hit still, and I go for Choice Specs, Dark Pulse, and one-shot it. And now... yeah, here's the thing I have to deal with next. Shiny fucking Solgaleo. Yeah, I may have a type advantage because it's Steel and Psychic and Renegade's a Dark Dragon, but you know. Shiny Solgaleo. And the good news is at least I'm locked into Choice Specs Dark Pulse. But I don't outspeed this thing, and this thing could very well kill me. Let's see what happens. Fucking barely. Barely lived that. Next up, she sends out her Umbreon, and I swap into Rena, because Rena has Toxic, and that's the best way I can think of to deal with an Umbreon, while taking Foul Plates from it. So, I Protect, because I have Black Sludge on Rena, which helps take a heal, chip, get some chip health with every other attack, while using Toxic on it, so yeah. So, I Protect again, letting the Toxic do it work, while getting some chip health back, yeah. But yeah, Twitch is making this so much worse. Keep losing my connections is bad for my stress level. I'm sorry, Jay. Yeah, that's German internet for you, I guess. Anyway, seeing this, I decided to just go attack it any other time I can't Protect, and I'm taking a lot more damage than I would like against this thing. So, as much as I don't... and then she decides to swap out into fucking Rotom Wash of all things. Because, of course she has that. And, I Protect... because if this thing could kill me with Hydro Pump, and you may be like, Toby, it's an electric type, just use Earth Power on it. Well, for one, I don't outspeed it, it's electric water type, and ground moves don't do anything to it because it's got Levitate. Actually, no, I do outspeed it, but it's got Levitate, so ground moves don't do dick to it. Yeah. So this thing is just weak to grass. Could have been worse. Champ could have sent out Necrozma. True. And as you can see, I don't really have anything too great to deal with Rotom Wash here. If Lotus was alive, I would have used that, but Lotus is dead. So I can't really use Lotus as much as I would like to, because Lotus walls this thing, but Lotus is dead, so I can't wall that thing. And Renegade is almost dead. So, seeing the inevitability and the writing on the wall, I just have to risk it, and I decide to sack off Rena for damage. I go for Sludge Wave, dealing half damage, and Rena's gone. Rest in peace, Rena. She was a trooper. And now I'm down. And now there were 2 Pokemon left on my team. And Celine still has a healthy 4 Pokemon still. So it's a 2v4 right now. So, yeah, that's not great. So I sent out Renegade, and I decided to hit it with Choice Specs Dragon Pulse to finish it off. Now it's a 2v3. And then she sends out her Umbreon, which I can't really do anything against this. And switching it back into flush isn't going to help either. Because I need... The best way... The only way I'm going to win this is if I get enough dragon dances off to actually sweep the rest of her team. And I need... And Umbreon has this move Foul Play, which Foul Play does more damage the higher Pokemon's attack is. So that's not good for Gyarados. So, but it's half health and it's poison. So I decide to go for a Hail Mary attempt, Choice Spect, Dragon Pulse. And it doesn't kill it. And Renegade sadly falls. And all we have left is our Mega Gyarados flush. Let's see how the rest of this goes. I go in and I just straight up use Dragon Dance and Mega Ball because I need to do that as soon as possible. She swaps into Toxapex, I Dragon Dance again. She tries a Baneful Bunker, which is basically protect our poisonous Spiky Shield, but I didn't hit it. And then after this, I'm just saying, fuck it, go for Crunch. I one-shot the Toxapex. Then she sends out her Umbreon. I take out the Umbreon with Iron Head. It's off there. And then, you know, we gotta hope that her ace isn't anything crazy, alright? Hopefully, it's something that Flush can deal with super easily. Yeah, about that. So not only does she have a Raichu, it's Mega Raichu Y, which is super fucking fast, way faster than Gyarados, and has this ability called No Guard, which basically makes it so that moves will never miss on either Raichu or its opponent. And this thing, though, Zap Cannon, which is one of the strongest electric moves either, and Flush cannot take a single Zap Cannon. Like, not at all. Like, that's all it is. Like, one Zap Cannon, and that's it. But Flush does have 2 speed boosts with Dragon Dance. But is it fast enough to outspeed this Raichu and kill it with one hit? Because Flush can kill this in one hit. But can Flush outspeed this? It's a battle of speed right now. Because Mega Raichu Y speed is insane. So the question is, does 2 speed boosts outspeed this? Or am I fucked at the ace? Let us see. We fucking won it, boys! Let's fucking go! Let's fucking go! Yeah! Thanks for the follow, Merrick. Appreciate it. Holy fuck! With only our Mega Gyarados left. Father God, thank you! Didn't realize you have a Twitch. Yeah, I have a Twitch, Merrick. Also, hi. Yeah, I somehow managed to beat this with 1 Pokemon left. How the fuck? Jay, that's on you. Blue's not spoiling. That's like, I've been a follow on YouTube. Oh, okay. Well, welcome to the Twitch then, Merrick. But yeah, we somehow managed to win this. Yeah, as I'm reading the dialogue. Congratulations, you really beat the champion a lot. But, if you haven't completed any island challenges, you can't get the title officially. Gotta get a selfie at least. But, of course, go ahead. So, yeah, we can at least get a selfie. We don't get a champion title or anything, but we get a selfie. Hey, fine, Bluesy. Yep, there it is. There's our champion title. And our team, which is a pretty fun team. It's actually a pretty neat team. Just, you know, sucks that, you know, almost all of them except for Gyarados are fucking dead! But, whatever. It is what it is. We won. That's all. Woe be upon you, curse of champion title. Good luck keeping it. Yeah, I'm fine. For that Dragon Dance, you were dead. Oh, yeah, I was dead without Dragon Dance. If it wasn't for those +2 speed boost, this would have been a loss. But, thankfully, we were fine. And then our mother in this game comes and congratulate us. Don't be sweetie, you knew you could do it. Really, you will go back to the Ultra Megalopolis now, right? To tell everyone about what you've gone through. Then let your mom go with you. I want to see how everything's changed in these past years, yeah. But I have work at 7 in the morning. Alright, well, have fun at work. Or try to, at least, Merrick, yeah. Anyways. And then the Necrozma come out. And he's gonna bring us back to Ultra Megalopolis, aka home. Smash? Oh, yeah, definitely. Yeah. Yeah, Lisa in this game is definitely Smash. I'll be more than happy to donate. Surely a champion can lend us her Solgaleo for the trip. You mean the Solgaleo just killed? Yeah. It's still fainted because of the battle, sorry. Yeah, for those who don't remember, Lisa's still not a fan of Necrozma because of the whole lore, but, well, you'll see what happens, yeah. Yeah. But, yeah, we go back home now. I assure you this will be safe travel, man. I guess. Well, it's not like I want to ruin this moment. That personal matters either. Let's go back to the Ultra Megalopolis. And keep in mind, we're not done with this game. We beat the champion, but we're not done. But, I'll at least let the credits play, because, you get some things. You know, I think I might have fucked up here. Why the fuck did I put that in here? Why the fuck did I put that audio cue in this video? Who heard that? Who heard that? Who heard me say that in the video? Why did I put that there? Anyways, the credits basically is a montage of Lisa finally coming back to Ultra Megalopolis, aka her home, and reuniting with all the people she left, which is pretty nice. It's a nice montage. Then she gets to see Faba, who, fun fact, Faba actually took over her position at the Ultra Megalopolis, and now she's nagging the fuck out of him, and he gets easily annoyed, so that's fun. Yeah. And then she's at the game corner, and they gotta drag her away, because we don't want her spending too much money on the Gamba. Oh, and then we go Gamba ourselves, because we're a hypocrite. Because, of course. But, yeah. And then we're at the apothecary with the money-making machine, and oh boy, what the fuck is happening? Why the fuck did an earthquake just start? I don't know. But one did. Yeah. And then at the dojo, and then Lisa's loving on Diaz because she thinks he's hot, I guess. And then petting the furfru. So yeah. I see your name as a tongue twister. Yeah, Ultra Megalopolis. There you go. And then we get to see my waifu, Giara. Oh, I love to death. Good game, though. Sus character design side. Yeah, we're still not done, Bluesy. We still got a couple fights left in this game. So don't leave yet. Just yet. We still have more. And then at the bar, and then she's checking out the Jester outfit. Yeah. Yeah, just saying. Oh, yeah. I definitely like it, too. I just do not want to like playing through it too much, yeah. Then she's getting glasses at the glasses shop, because of course. So, yeah. But yeah, we got a few more fights left. And then taking a picture with the Ultra Recon Squad. Well, me being a part of it. But yeah. Anyways, that was just the credits. We still have a couple more fights to do, and then we're done. Yeah. And then, of course, this end credit scene. Now, you're back. How'd everything go? Pretty okay. Glad to hear that. If she ever needs a return to Lola, yeah, I'll let you know. Of course, I understand you'd rather go with the Sol Galeo or... Wait, what? You trust me? I'll hold a grudge forever won't, like, lead me anywhere. You're trying your best to make amends for what you've done. Stepping into that won't make things better for anyone, right? True. Thank you, ma'am. Just Lisa, and with that, I'll go pack up my things and go back to Ether Paradise. Take care, sweetie. Come visit your mom whenever you feel like it. I'll do the same for you. Shiny twink, yeah. And I'll be right here if you need to talk to me anytime, Toby. And I'll go home and rest, of course. Yeah. The Ultra Megalopolis, the lightless city, huh? Yep. It's not just light that can make a city shine bright. Yep. And, that was pretty much the main part of it. And now we go into the few fights we have in post-game. Alright, I'm heading to bed. Got work later. Have a good rest stream. Alright, you have a good night, Squid. Or morning, I guess, yeah. Anyway, we still got more because we still got to fight. Because we need to get the max rank before I end the Nuzlocke. And, that's what we're here to do. So yeah, anyways, it tells me the things you can do in post-game. I don't really care about all of that. I just want to get through the important fights. Because, like I said, we're not done. We're not entirely done yet. Yeah. But yeah, you can basically do a bunch of shit after that, so that's pretty neat. Anyways, hold on. Yeah, this wasn't the end. Anyways, we got a team together for the next ranked fight, because we got like a few more of them. I think we got like 4 left, and then that's it. Yeah, there's like 4 fights left in the game, and then we're done with Nuzlocke. The next fight is to get all the way to max rank Ultra Recon Squad member. And we have our team right here with the Pokemon we're going to use. And who are we fighting next, you may ask? Well, we're fighting, well, he's going to show up here. Basically a guy that a lot of us can probably relate to due to how stressed he looks. It's Dulce. Quickly grown used to using these Pokemon. You have as well, from what I can see. People like us who have come this far, this becomes a battle of who understands their Pokemon better. I'll give it everything I have. Let's do this. And here we go to do this. Fighting Dulce now. Now, how do you... Alright, well, my dog's cranky in the morning. Yeah. How do you get a shiny starter? Because I've literally been trying for weeks. You just keep restarting. And then the shiny odds in this game are 1 out of 100 for your starter, so yeah. Anyways, let's see how this fight goes, and just ignore my dog, who's barking because someone's just walking on the fucking sidewalk. Anyways, he starts off with a pseudo-legendary Como. I lead with Noob, and I just straight up one-shot it with Dragon Pulse. So that's neat. And then I get the Beast Boost. Then it goes to Ribombi. I one-shot that because it's Bug Fairy. I'm Dragon Poison, so I one-shot it. Then he sends out Toga tomorrow. So yeah, those are very much like Toby, as in both need more sleep and hugs, I guess, yeah. Then I swap it into Rancor to deal with it, who has Lightning Rod, so electric moves don't do anything. And then I deal with it with one shot with Stop Tantrum. So the Togeman tomorrow's gone. Then he sends out his own Alolan Marowak, to which I go to Flush for to deal with, because Flush can just easily mollywop it. Take more damage than I'd like from Shadow Bone, Mega Evolve, and then one-shot it with Crunch. So, that was pretty neat. And then he sent out his Lurantis. I went into Skirt to come deal with this thing, because Skirt resists just about everything it can do. Then I hit with Bug Buzz, take care of the Lurantis, and then he sends out his Ace. Who the fuck has a Alolan Raticate for an Ace? He does, apparently, and then I one-shot with Bug Buzz. So, that's pretty neat. So, yeah. And then we get rid of the first ranked fight we have in post-game. So I failed to understand my Pokemon. There's still so much I need to learn, even now. Yep. Go back to the drawing board, Dulce. The entire Ultra Recon squad admires you. Feel our inspiration for what we want to become. All your efforts have been borne fruit, and you should be proud of them. I guess I am. So it is 1 p.m. and I still sleep till now. I'd say I don't need much more sleep. Well, good for you, Jay. Yeah. Anyways, there you go. You get to rank 17 now. Yeah. Anyways, I readjust my team for now. We finally get to use the Aggron and Tyranitar. That's, I've had but never used up until now, so that'll be pretty neat. You're on about 3 hours? I don't know what I'm on. I don't know. I don't remember. Yeah, we finally get to use Galati and Goliath, the Aggron and Tyranitar in this fight. So, that's pretty neat. So, yeah. Anyways, we get into the next fight. Who do we fight next? We fight Psycho next. Oh, a youngster made it this high. Yep. Yeah, his name is literally Psycho. Like, that's, it's quite the name. And nice mustache, too. I say that, but I suppose it makes sense that the elderly eventually get left behind, I guess. Anyways. Knowledge can take you far, but strength can't be neglected either, I guess, yeah. Anyways, we deal with this guy who has a nice stash and goatee. Pokemon, I don't know what a Pokemon is, but what is a Pokemon? These guys don't know how to pronounce Pokemon, right? Because they're in an altered dimension. It's 12:45 midday for you, and I couldn't sleep if I wanted to. I got that. Anyways, he starts up with the Gumshoes, and I lead with Gyarados, and I hit it with Brick Break to deal with it. And, yeah, he just casually has a Therian Thunderous. Yeah. Which is electric flying type, and also legendary, so I don't know how to deal with this, so I go into Goliath. So I can take more special attack from this, because, well, George is alive again, neat. Because Goliath can take special attacks better in the Sandstorm. But it used Volt Switch, and swap to Golisopod, which I cannot deal with the Tyranitar. So I go into Skirt to get Intimidate debuff on it, and the tank First Impression. Did more damage than I would have liked. And then I just one-shot it with Air Slash. So that's pretty neat. Just found a Champ Pokemon card in the road. Well, that's something. Yeah, I take out the Golisopod, and then he goes back to his Thunderous again. I go back into Goliath to try to take a hit. It's a tech hit, but it's using Volt Switch again, so it's swapping out to his fucking Raticate. And I'm like, oh my god, this dude is swippy swapping all over the place. I go back in the Gyarados to go take care of this, but it uses U-turn. It goes back into the Thunderous. This guy is getting on my nerves with the Swippy Swappy and is fucking up my strategy. Because I can't fight him as well when he's constantly swapping back and forth Pokemon. I go back in the Goliath. And Goliath dies from Grass Knot. Yeah. So, this Tyranitar I only just got to use, and this fight dies in the first fight it was ever used in. Yes, so I am so sorry, Goliath. He never got to live up to his name, and that sucks. So I go into Galati next to try to take it out with Rock Slide. And it keeps using fucking Volt Switch! I hit the Raticate with Rock Slide. I try to protect to see what it's going to try and hit me with, but I got nothing. So I go into back in the Gyarados. tank the knockoff, which missed because of its hustle ability. Then I finish it off with Brick Break. And then he goes back to his Thunderous, and I'm like, oh my god, this thing is an asshole. With how much he keeps swapping back and forth. Like, Jesus Christ. Like, pick a Pokemon and stay in it. Like, holy fuck. So I go on the Lazy Bee to try and deal with it, and Thunderbolt does way more damage here than I would have liked. Over half. And then I make the stupid move of staying in after it using a move that did over half damage. And I'm like, oh, surely it'll take the next move after healing from leftovers, right? It didn't. I had a retard moment right there. Yeah, I went full retard mode, and Lazy Bee, the slacking, who's been with us since the beginning, sadly passed away, and that's not fun. It looks less like Jerry and more like a mix of Jerry and Ozzy. Well, whatever works, Jay. It's still a duck. Still a very flamboyant duck, and it works. But yeah, so rest in peace to both Tyranitar, but also Lazy Bee, the slacking. Yeah. So yeah. Anyways, I send out Galatee next to finally deal with this thing. It uses Thunderbolt, paralyzes me, but Rock Slide thankfully takes the thing out. Next up, he sends out his Iron Jugulus, which is Paradox Hydreigon. And I'm like, surely I can tank at least one move thanks to the Assault Vest, right? I can surely take one move, especially since I don't have any other good swap-ins with this, right? Yeah, Jasper's not going to be happy about that. But he's asleep, so I don't have to deal with the crash out from that. So, yeah. Anyway, so half my team is dead now. And I've got a Gyarados, Masquerain, and a Quavel left. Which is not the best. So, I go in the Flush. I Mega Evolve and Dragon Dance so I can take hits better from the Dark and Flying type. And then I hit it with Waterfall, almost kill it, and it swaps with his eject button. And then I try to... And this is his ace, by the way. It's a Kofagrigus. And it tries to be good, but it just isn't. And then I take out the Iron Jugulus. Crazy how this guy has had mostly mediocre Pokemon, and then he brings out a fucking Therian Thunderous. Like, just Jesus Christ. Don't worry, you'll tell him? Oh, well, already then. But hey, I at least get through the second ranked battle that I need to go before we beat the game for real. You want? I'm a bit jealous, I must admit. I'd love to be young and learn everything again. Would you know? No matter. The sky's the limit. Never give up, young one. Now, Kofagrigus not good. It can be, but for having it as an ace this far into the game where you should be using good Pokemon, better Pokemon than that, having that as your ace is not the greatest. But whatever, I guess. Yeah, whatever. I didn't make the game, but yeah. But anyways, I put Goliath, Lazy Bee, and Galatee to rest since they sadly died. The first deaths ever since the Elite Four, yeah. Which, yeah, as you can see, Lotus, Jackal, Jarvis, Rena, and Renegade are in the death box too. Yeah. That's, how many deaths is that right now? Let's see, 5, 10, 15, what is that, 20? I think that's 20. Hold on. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Yeah, 20 deaths, yeah. It's 20 deaths right now. Yeah. So, yeah. And it was really sucked having a Tyranitar not being able to use it at all. And whenever I finally do use the Tyranitar, it dies in its first fight. That really sucked. Sucked losing Lazy Bee too, because Lazy Bee's been around since the beginning. So seeing her finally go now really sucks. Even if it has a shit-ass ability, it was fun actually using one. And then the Aggron, I'm surprised I didn't get to use this thing as much as I thought I would, but Jasper's gonna be sad about that. Remember saying snitches get stitches, end up in ditches, but this ain't prison. Anyways, I get ready for the next fight, and this is who I'm finally using. Twinkle and Fox is finally being able to get used, because I kind of need them for this fight. With all the shit I'm going up against. So, I get ready for the fight. And guess who I'm fighting up next? You wanna know who I'm fighting up next? Jasper's gonna really hate that he missed this stream, and that he's asleep. Who am I fighting up next? Jasper's top waifu in this game, Opal herself. Yeah, or oh Phil, whatever the fuck. So that surprised look, yeah, it's me. You think I built these muscles by standing still? You couldn't be more mistaken. And yeah, this is why Jasper really... yeah, Jasper's definitely going to be rewatching this stream. Yeah. Because he loves his muscle mommies. And damn is she fucking ripped. Hey, hold on, actually, go back. Hold on, go back. Is that a 10-pack? Miss Pelvis Crusher? Yeah. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, it's an 8-pack. Jesus. She has a fucking 8-pack. 10 if you want to count the tits. Anyway, she starts off with Iron Hands, and it uses Sword Stance, but I just one-shot with Psychic Gem boosted Psychic from Esper. And then she sends out Therian Tornadus. Because, of course, she's got to have Therian Tornadus. So I swap out and go into Carbink while it uses Nasty Plot. Hits Knockoff, getting rid of my leftovers. I set up Light Screen and set up Stealth Rocks to help as much as I can, as it's still using Nasty Plot to boost its special attack. And it goes to mash special attack with Nasty Plot, and I'm sweating right now, because I don't like having to deal with that. I hit it with Power Gem, there's surprisingly a lot of damage. It misses its Bleak Wind Storm, then hits with Heat Wave, not doing much, and then I take it out. So much for a +6 Tornadus, yeah. Awful, well, I definitely would love to get a feel. Of course you would, Jay. Anyway, she sends out her Poliwrath next, which I have Flush to deal with. Because Water Flying beats Water Fighting. Yeah, it's a Liquidation, it's a defense drop, but that's fine. I just use Bounce and just take it out in one shot, or almost one shot. But I just finish off with Crunch. So yeah. Anyway, she sends out Lilligant next. Hisuian Lilligant. And I go in the Noob, because Noob is a dragon poison type, so it should be able to resist anything this Hisuian Lilligant can hit me with, because Hisuian Lilligant is grass fighting, and Noob, being a poison dragon, can resist both grass fighting moves. So I swap into Noobs, because he should be able to tank whatever this thing can throw at me. Yeah, about that. So, if you don't know what just happened here, what happened was I remembered that triple axle is a move. Because I forgot that triple axle was a move. If you don't know what triple axle is, it's basically a move that hits 3 times. That is an ice type move that it hits once, and then the second time it hits, it's stronger, and then the third time it hits, it's even stronger. And, we lost our starter because our starter is a dragon type. That was our starter, Shiny Naganadel. And it died to Triple Axle, an ice type move. I swapped into this not knowing it would have an ice type move, but it did, and the exact ice type move it needed to put our starter down. And that really sucks. Yeah, it's made it all the way till the end, and it sadly passed, and I hate that. Well, Toby, if you disapprove of me flirting with a muscle mommy, I can go back to flirting with you. Just go back to flirting with a muscle mommy. If anything, that's Jasper you'll have to talk to about that. But, yeah, we lost our starter, and that really sucks. So, yeah. That's a real damn shame. Damn. Seeing this happen, though, I wasn't about to give up, though. Because I still have Fox. And I'm going to send out, like, I'm not even moving right now. Even I'm, like, at disbelief at what just happened in the midst of recording this. I was like, I'm not moving, and I'm just like, fuck. We just lost our starter. So after that, I go into Fox, our Delphox, Mega Evolve, because Delphox is Mega Evolution. Get Revenge Kill on the Lilligants. And then she sends out Iron Moth next. And, I'm able to deal with it because it's fire poison. I deal with it because I'm fire psychic, and there it goes. And then she sends out Wobbuffet. As you wish, Mr. Cute Galtwing that needs more sleep. Okay. Anyways, Ophal's ace Pokemon is the dreaded Wobbuffet, which every Nuzlocker dreads this thing, because this thing will always take out at least one Pokemon. And Delphox, I could have taken this thing out if I remembered to get if I put Calm Mind on Delphox. But all I did put on Delphox was Will-O-Wisp, thinking that would surely be enough to take out the Wobbuffet. It was not, though. Because it has leftovers, which basically just heal the chip damage it takes back. Wobbuffet both sucks and a terror, yeah. But, yeah. So I'm like, how do I deal with this since I don't have any other moves to deal with it? I know, I'll hit it with Shy Shock. Surely it won't be able to hit me too hard. Oh, then it hits with Encore. That's not fun. It hits me with Mirror Coat. I'm almost dead. I can't hit it again because it's just going to use Mirror Coat and kill me. So I do this thing and I just like, I'll wait out the Encore. The strat right now is to throw Pokeballs at it, which will just waste a turn. Because I want to try to get out of the Encore, because I'm like, maybe Flamethrower will be able to finish it off from here. Maybe. So I just keep doing that until the Encore runs out. You don't know what Encore does. It basically locks you into using the last move you use, and you can't use any other moves until the Encore runs out. But, eventually the Encore ends. I go for Flamethrower, and it wasn't enough, and we lost Delphox as well. So Fox and Delphox died the very first time I got to use him, and that sucks. Yeah. So seeing that happen, I go into Fantia, our Poltegeist, use Shell Smash so I can take this thing out. And then, because it is a Psychic type, Fantia is a Ghost type, and I basically just one-shot it with Shadow Ball. Yep. Or to finish it off with Shadow Ball, so that's neat. So, and just like that, we finally beat Opal. Now, anyways, I've been watching your battle since the very first one, and now you've overcome most of the challenges, even me. How far can you go? I'm eager to find out. Thanks for trusting me to train you, I guess. Yeah. And then... So, yeah. And then we have one more fight left. Not after burying Noob and Fox. Because losing both of them... Losing Fox sucked, but losing Noob sucked even more. Because, like, we lost our shiny starter, which was a shiny Naganadel. That really sucked. I did not like losing that in the slightest. But what can you do, man? What can you do? Like, I'm here sitting in disbelief. Like, I hated losing my starter. I just did. But what can you do? The starter's gone, and I can't really do anything about it. So... And Noob's not here either, so all I can say is rest in peace. Temp6 would like to know your location. Blech. I'm fine. But yeah, and losing, like I said, losing Fox sucks, but losing Noob sucked even more. So yeah. But I hate that I lost our shiny start in this, but oh well. Not much I can do about it. Anyways, we're preparing for the final fight of this game, where we're finally using Alburn, the Scyther turned Scizor with the Megastone 2, and Mukuro, the Haunch Crow. They finally get to get used in this fight, both of them. Who is the last battle in this game that we fight, though? Bluesy's gonna need some help. Bluesy, prepare yourself, alright? You may need some help. When you see who our last person we're fighting with, yeah. Control yourself, Bluesy. Control yourself. Alright? You have to avenge Noob. Yeah. Exactly. Anyways, here comes the final fight of the game. The last fight of the game. Who am I? Who is the final battler of this game? The strongest trainer in this game? It's Nari. Yep. Nari. Control yourself, Bluesy. Control yourself. Anyways, Nari's here, and we finally get to battle him. Anyways, let me read the dialogue. Toby, we finally meet in battle. Might not look like it, but I take fights very seriously, yeah. Why are you saying fuck off? Nari's a guy, by the way, but he's a femboy. Blue's having to control himself through that way. Anyways. I'll show you that, just like you, I've come really far. I won't lose. Still smash? Okay, clone. Anyways, the final fight is with Nari. And there's his sprite. This is the final fight of the game. He starts off with his Poipole, and I just straight up Mega Evolve the Scizor, and immediately, because why not? And I get a +2, and I +4 from Sword Dance, and then Bullet Punch the Poipole. Then he sends out his Deoxys, which I one-shot with Bullet Punch on Deoxys. Then he sends out Behem, which I also one-shot with Bullet Punch. And the Orbeetle, which I almost one-shot with Bullet Punch, but it just used Agility, so I one-punch with Bullet Punch still. And then he sends out Solrock, which I one-shot with Bullet Punch. If he was blue and green, he'd be Jerry, yeah. Replace the purple with green, and yeah. No, I don't want any cake. I'm on a diet. Fuck off and stay there, yeah. And then here comes Nari's ace, Starmie. Now, what does the Starmie do? I'll show you what it does. Here's what the Starmie does. I swap into Flush, because I figure it's going to go for a water move. And, right, Mega Starmie, because that's a thing. Anyone remember this thing? Remember Mega Starmie? This thing is so funny. I know Mega Starmie is not ideal, but I find it's mega hilarious. Anyways, it Mega Evolves and uses Hydro Pump. I tank the hit, and yeah, so let me explain what just happened there. So, you saw this Mega Starmie's Nightmare Field? Yeah. So, as you saw just here, let's see. I go in the Flush, it Mega Evolves, uses Hydro Pump. I go in the battle, I go on Dragon Dance. I did not see Dragon Dance whenever I went to this. In my mind, I was just like, oh, this is Protect. I'm gonna scout to see what move it has. I forgot to put Protect on Gyarados. That Mega Starmie is a meme, it's not. But I forgot to put Protect on Gyarados. And I accidentally pressed Dragon Dance. And then Mega Starmie kills Gyarados with Thunderbolt. Our Elite Four survivor that survived almost to the end, and we finally had another Gyarados that wasn't a shiny, almost make it to the end, that wasn't on Legends Arceus. And it dies. Because I decided to have another retard move. Like I said, one of my issues whenever it comes to Nuzlocking is prepping up. Is forgetting to prep. Yeah, don't lose to the Twink Toby, please. Relax, it's fine. So, after losing the Gyarados on accident, which devastated me because I thought we'd finally have one survive that wasn't a shiny from Legend Arceus, but nope. Nope. So, after that, I decided to go into Mukuro, who was Choice Banded. Why did I go to Mukuro, who was Choice Banded? You're about to see. Once recording me finally stops having a panic attack. Or finally stops being bewildered at that. Now, whenever he decides to move. Yeah, I think losing Flush hurt more than Noob. I guess Gyarados isn't just weak to Electric, but also weak to Twink. I guess. So, anyways, I go into Mukuro, who finally gets used for the very first time in this Nuzlocke. And I use Choice Banded Sucker Punch, and the Mega Starmie's dead. Yeah. And that's Nari. Yep. Oh yeah, and then the Necrozma comes here to congratulate us too. Now that's what I call a brilliant battle. Now. Necrozma, what are you doing here? Well, that's admit, I was just worried. I overheard Branch Chief Faba mentioning how those two are. Heard they'll be fighting each other on the ground floor today. But call me surprised, this was but a sparring match. Enjoyed every second of it. Now. Necrozma watched this battle. It's a shame I didn't notice sooner. Yeah, and remember, Nari is a Necrozma simp. So, yeah. Or a Necrozma fan, I guess. So, yeah. Lots of things are weak to Twink. True. Yeah. Including Bluesy when he's looking at the backside. Yeah. I was pretty sure you'd have lost your focus then. Yeah. That reminds me, you still have to show me that. You promised, right? Sure, but I still have no idea what I agreed to. We should totally hang out, just the three of us, and figure it out sometime. And now Toby is included now, too. Pretty sure he wants a dick pic, but whatever. But, yeah, that was the final fight of the game. You're fun, Bluesy. But, yeah. And then Opal tells you there's nothing... God damn it, go back. Go back. There's nothing else I can teach you here. I hope that's someday even I can reach your current potential. I can reach your current potential. Might have fucked up there on the translation, yeah. But, yeah. That was, hold on, I can finally turn the music back on. Anyways. Let me turn the music back on in-game. Yeah. So it's always surprised you stream this early. Hey, Sonari, you got here just as the end. I just got done with the, Pokemon Nova Nuzlocke. Yeah. But, yeah, but yeah, we did. I hate the fact that we lost Flush at the end, but yeah, mental health is clattered as it is. I don't need a Twink ruining what's left of it. I got you. Yeah. But yeah. And I think this beats the Nuzlocke for the most deaths we've had too. Hold on, let me check. How many? I wrote down how many deaths we had in the Ultra Sun Nuzlocke. That beat the amount of deaths we had the most. How many deaths do we have in Ultra Sun? I need to go back and look. We had 19 deaths in Ultra Sun. We had 23 this Nuzlocke. So yeah, we beat the record for the most amount of deaths in a Nuzlocke with this one. But yeah. But hey, at least we finally beat it and the Nuzlocke's finally over and we can finally move on to the next Nuzlocke, which is going to be Sword and Shield. That's the next Nuzlocke we'll be doing. So look forward to that. But before we go, as usual, with the end of every Nuzlocke, we must do the death ceremony. So yeah, Suisei never got to live up to her full potential, but it was fun having her while she last, and I'll still enjoy watching the VTuber Suisei. So may Suisei the Friggybags rest in peace. Especially Fuzzball the Venomat, who was sadly just dealt a really bad hand and was killed by Basil's, what was it, whatever it's called, I forgot what it's called. Her ace, yeah. Was the, yeah, whatever. It got dealt a bad hand. And Tong Tong for just sadly not being able to do as well as I thought she would. May she also rest in peace. Including Budsy, who I sadly died because I got frustrated and thought could take a bounce from a Goldie. May he rest in peace. As well as Herba, who also died from stupidity and my lack of competence in the heat of the moment. She will be missed, and may she rest in heaven. As well as Kilo, the Kilo Watchroll, who did wonders before her time finally passed because we sadly wasn't able to do enough damage to a Togekiss. May she rest in peace. Including Soliana, who was able to revenge kill the Togekiss that killed Kilo, but then was sadly killed by a Draco Meteor from Karo's Noivern. May she rest in peace. She would have done well with that Ranger Jacket. And then Mars the Magmortar, who did a lot better than I thought she would. She was pretty fun to use, and sadly, and while it was fun to evolve her into Magmortar, I did prefer Magmar over Magmortar, and doing that is probably what got Mars killed in the first place. Well, not really. It was because Life Orb Mimikyu, but it's fun using her while I could. And may she rest in peace. At least she got the Magmortar. Including Flapper, who could have done so good here, but sadly was just outplayed by a Focus Sash Salazzle that took it out whenever he was last on 30 HP. Rest in peace. Hopefully we'll be able to use a Flygon and keep one alive at some point. And then rest in peace to the Maul, who was sadly killed by a Flamethrower from a Goodra. I'm sorry, Maul. I didn't think the Goodra would have Flamethrower. May you rest in peace. Including Wimps, the Skuntank, who was strong enough to take out Necrozma, and wanted to avenge the Maul as Wimps and the Maul were friends, but sadly she was not strong enough to take it out, and was killed by Miss Ella's Draco Meteor from a Goodra. May she rest in peace. Including Tic Tac, who was killed by Ultra Necrozma, or Prism in this case. Who did not need to die. I could have swapped in the Jarvis to take the next hit, but sadly that was not the case, because I was panicking in the moment. And may you rest in peace, you mad lad. You were fun to use as well. And of course, Lotus the Ludicolo. He was not used much, but it was fun to use while we could, and was sadly taken out by U-Turn from a Wishy-Washy, because apparently can learn that. I'm sorry, Lotus. I'm sorry you didn't get to shine as well as you could, and I hope you rest in peace, and have some fun maracas in there, and I hope you brought your papers too, otherwise they might kick you out. Rest in peace. And then, of course, Jackal the Lucario, who I got to use Mega Lucario Z for the first time, and using Mega Lucario Z was actually really fun. But sadly, we were killed by the bull. That was way too quick, and that was really sad. Rest in peace, Jackal. I'm gonna miss you. Including you, Jarvis, who was you were sadly killed from absolute bullshit. But it is what it is. And it's always fun using a Metagross, but sadly, our time is over. And I hope you rest in peace. And we have Rena, the Nidoqueen, who did more than I thought she would, thankfully. Very powerful too, but sadly, went down fighting to champion Celine's Rotom Wash, but sadly wasn't enough, and valiantly sacrificed herself, and she will be remembered. Rest in peace. Including Renegade, who got the revenge kill who avenged Rena, but then was sadly killed off by the Umbreon due to having too little health due to Champion Celine's shiny Solgaleo doing too much damage and leaving him too low HP. Rest in peace, Renegade. You were awesome to use as well. And I'm so sorry, Goliath. You did not get to shine at all. You did not get to live up to your name in the slightest, and I feel I'm responsible for that. So yeah, you could have done so well, but that Therian Thunderous was just such an ass. And I am really sorry, and I hope you find peace in the afterlife. Rest in peace in heaven, Goliath. Including Lazy B, who stayed with us for the beginning, almost making it to the end, and was sadly killed through my stupidity. But I guess we can count it as a sacrifice to get the kill on that Therian Thunderous. So rest in peace, Lazy B. You get to be a Lazy B all the way in heaven. Rest in peace. And then, of course, Galati, who was thankfully able to avenge the Therian Thunderous, who killed Goliath and Lazy B, but was sadly killed by Iron Jugulus, and Jugulus, which was sad. Jasper, you were Jasper's favorite Mon, and he missed your death, but don't worry, I'm pretty sure he's got, you'll be waiting for him in heaven yourself, so may you rest in peace. And then, the death that hurt the most. Noob, our shiny starter, our shiny Naganadel, brought with us all the way till the end and sadly killed by a Hisuian Lilligant because I sadly did not know what move it would use. I didn't know it had an ice type move in the form of triple axle. If I had known that, I probably would have swapped into Delphox instead, but I didn't know that, and I accidentally got noob killed, and I'm sorry for that. There's a spot in heaven waiting for you, and I hope you rest in peace. Including you, Fox, who thankfully was able to avenge Noob, but sadly was taken out by the dreaded Wobbuffet, which was really sad. But you did good while you could, and you did what you could against a Wobbuffet, and no one blames you for that. So may you rest in peace in heaven, too. And then, of course, Flush the Gyarados, the Pokemon, the Mad Lad that helped us win the Elite Four, or against Champion Celine. Sadly, you also died to my stupidity, and I apologize for that. You should not have died that way. Hey, we finally could have brought it. You were the last surviving member of Elite Four, and now you are gone. But you will never leave our hearts. You will leave off to heaven, but you will forever be in our hearts. May you rest in peace. Oh, by the way, these are all the other encounters I got that I never used. Yeah, quite a bit of encounters for those wondering, yeah. Never end up using any of these, but they just stayed around in there. Appropriately dramatic, yeah. And then, of course, the friends we made along the way. Of course, the free Necrozma. Hey, I'll just stop by to say I came in on a grave digging. Oh, well, death ceremony more so, actually. But yeah, anyways, hi, Sharp Gamer. That's as sad as that all is, we still leave with some friends. We live with the Gen 8 Gardevoir. Yes, people simp for this thing and smash this thing. I don't know why, but they do. But we bring Esper home with us. She was fun to use, even though we didn't use her much. It was still fun to use the Psychic Fairy type. Welcome home, Esper. Including Rancor, who was used in one fight. I don't know why I never got to use Rancor more than I thought I would. I only used it in one fight, but he still made it to the end. And for that, I congratulate you, Rancor. You took out a token tomorrow, and you get to come home with us. Congrats, buddy. And then we had Twinkle the Carbink. I really get to use Carbink, but it was fun using it for the one fight we did. You took out a Therian Tornadus, and that's pretty impressive, so... Welcome home. Congrats, Twinkle. You get to come home with us. So yeah. And then, of course, there's Dot, the Sarina. Another Pokemon a lot of people smash. Yeah. And I don't know, and I can see why, but I don't get it. I mean, I don't get it, but I see the looks, and I'm like, yeah, people would definitely smash it. And, of course. But Dot was used quite a bit in the beginning. Never got to be used much at the end, but it was fun using her while I could. And she gets to come home with us. Well, congratulations and welcome home, Dot. And of course, Lufa, the Gothitelle, which was used in like 2 fights max, I think, maybe 3. Yeah, this is our longest surviving member, by the way. Yeah, Lufa the Gothitelle. Yeah, wasn't our most and was our least, one of our second least used ones. Yeah, but hey, she gets to come home with us. There's a Gen 5 Gardevoir. So people will smash. I just realized a lot of the Pokemon survived are Pokemon people would smash. I hate that. But whatever. Lufa gets to come home with us, and for that I congratulate her. Welcome home. And of course we have Polly, the Poliwrath, who also gets to come home with us, who was pretty essential in certain fights, and she was pretty neat to use as well. I like using Poliwrath. I like it more than Politoed, so yeah. So, welcome home, Polly. You get... Congratulations. Then, of course, Moby, the Sea Titan, who straight up bullied Zygarde in this game, which I thought was really fucking funny. So, yeah. And was also useful in some other scenarios as well. This felt harder. I got you, Lucy. Yeah. But, yeah. Welcome home. Welcome home, Moby, and congratulations. You did good. And then the last 6 that remain in the party. Fantia the Poltegeist, which did a lot better than I thought it would. I've actually started to really like Poltegeist and want to use it more now because of that. Because of, its performance here. But, its performance was stellar, and it got to come home, live till the end. It gets to come home with us. Welcome home, Fantia, and congratulations. And, of course, Mukuro the Honchkrow came in at the very end, but, still did good. Came in at the very end, and, helped us beat Nari's ace with Choice Banded Sucker Punch. So, Mukuro didn't get to do much, but it did enough to come home. So, well, congratulations, and welcome, Mukuro. And, of course, we have Skirt the Masquerain, which did a lot better than I thought it would, too. I actually really like Masquerain, so I'm glad it did a lot better. And including surviving Stealth Rock swapping twice. I'm sorry I almost got you killed those 2 times, but you made it to the end, and that's all that matters. Welcome home, Skirt. And of course we have Alburn, the Scizor, who was also only used in the last fight, but took out most of Nari's Pokemon. Took out 5/6 of his team. So, and got the Mega Evolve too. So, congratulations, Alburn. Well, welcome home. Then, of course, we got Gyarados the Quaquaval, which I actually managed to keep alive. I didn't keep it alive the first run, which was sad, but I managed to keep it alive this time, so that's pretty cool. Hey Lynn, how you doing? But yeah, we got to keep it alive this time, and that was pretty neat. So, yeah. Welcome home, Gyarados, and congratulations. And then the last Pokemon we have, that being Boss Ham, the Emboar, which also did a lot better than I thought he would. And I look at this thing more so, and this thing was caught right after Lufa. If it wasn't for Lufa, this would be our longest surviving member. At least Boss Ham actually did pretty well in the process of it. Is it over? Pretty much, yeah. And for that, I congratulate Boss Ham and welcome him home. I wish I could give an MVP to someone, but sadly, I don't think we have an MVP for... I think all of the Pokemon that earned MVP are dead now. Which, really sucks. Like, out of all of these, who do you think could actually be an MVP? Because I ain't got an answer. Do y'all got an answer? Because I don't. Posthumous MVPs? I don't know what posthumous means. But, yeah. And I don't even know who the MVP would be. After that? Oh. Yeah, I don't know who that would be. I don't know. Probably Flush the Gyarados. But, Flush is dead now, sadly, so yeah. Although I can say Alburn was definitely MVP of the last fight, though. MVP from Leon? Yep, true. Hey, Emperor, how you doing? But, yeah, League and Ultra League, too. Yep. Yep, anyways. But, yeah. Well, actually, I didn't really do the Ultra League. I thought it was dumb. Well, I did do it, but I did it off-screen because it was dumb. But, yeah. All that for a golden bottle cap. Anyways. Then because I kind of just wanted to be done with this game too, so yeah. But yeah. Pokemon Nova. It's a good game. It's got some improvements that it needs, but it's good for the most part, yeah. Like, I think some of the attack animation could use some work. I don't like that almost every ground move is basically just Sand Tomb. I didn't really care much for the Zygarde line, because that felt like it was just put in there just to have an Ultra Necrozma versus Mega Zygarde time. Didn't really like that. But in some official Pokemon games, oh yeah, it's still better than that. It could use some, you just need some touch-up on some parts, but it's still a really good game. It's a really good game. I enjoyed it a lot, and I hope you guys did too. Yeah. And, we're finally done with this Nuzlocke, so that's pretty fun. We finally get to move on to Sword and Shield. That's the next Nuzlocke we're gonna do. So yeah. So anyways, should I raid someone? Who's streaming on Twitch right now? Who's streaming? Oh, should I... I did a reaction to Krelly. Should I raid Krelly? Should I raid Krelly before I go on the Twitch side? Should I do that? Okay, fine, I'll do that. I'm gonna go ahead and end the YouTube side. Raid the mold, I will. Love watching Nova. Looking forward to the next one. Rock on. God bless. Yep. Same. Alright. So I'm going into the YouTube side. YouTube side, thanks for watching. I hope you all have a good night or morning. I'll see you in the next stream. I might be doing another stream later today, so look out for that. And, yeah. Thanks for joining the stream, and y'all have a good night. Bye now.